Good morning, guys. I hope you guys are well today. What's up, JB, John, Playmaker, DS? Good morning, team. Hope you guys are good. Oh, man, I'm waking up. It's cold over here, man. It's cold over here. We got the little puppy sleeping next to me, hearing me talk. It's okay. It's okay. It's a good girl. She's sleeping right next to me. She's up now. It's okay. Lay down. It's okay. What's up, Action? What's up, Yucha? What's up, Mel? What's up, bro? Charlie, good morning. Hope you guys are doing good this morning. All right, so in stocks gapping up today, we have Prague. We've got BJDX at 318s. We got DWAC at 46s. We got PTN at 64s. So we're watching that. What's up, Paulo? Yeah, man, it's pretty cold. I got my hoodie on. It's cold. It's not really feeling great outside. I had to take the puppy outside. She ended up going on the floor. She held her pee in all night, but she pooed on the floor. I'm trying to figure out how I can break her of that. But yeah. What's up, Tony? Turn on that heater. Yes, sir. What's up, Silver? What's up, Leslie? Play. All right. All right, guys. So all right, guys, so let me know what to be honest, it's another pretty slow day. I mean, it's not really a super exciting day, to be honest. What's up, Bride? Charlie working the overtime to make up some big setbacks. Hey, it happens, brother. ACAD was gapping post-market to 25-ish yesterday. Yeah, I see ACAD up. Here's ACAD right here, and it's not looking bad. We can look up the catalyst to see what's going down with this here. This is Acadia Pharmaceuticals, ACAD. It's got a float of about 100 million. No food after certain hours at night. I tell new puppy parents 6 p.m. That's probably a good idea. You know, and it's tough because it's like she does super well with peeing, you know, and like I know old school convention is you kind of pop your dog on the butt. I don't really do that. I think that I think just positive reinforcement is probably the way to do it. Maybe giving them a light tap and a no is okay, but like I don't spank the dog. Not you know, not like old school convention would say. And so she does really well with peeing. You know, she holds her pee all night. She waits. She knows exactly where she's supposed to pee outside. And, you know, as long as I get up at 5 a.m. like I always do, I can let her out and she'll pee and she's happy. And then I give her a treat and she's all good. She just doesn't quite understand where to poo, I think. Like, the only place she poos outside is in, like, the rock bed of my yard. You know, we've got, like, a pool and, like, a rock bed and all this stuff out there. And she goes in there, which is fine. I'm just glad she's going outside, to be honest. But, like, she's only gone inside 3 times in the last 4 or 5 days. So she's doing well, you know, relative to a puppy. Yeah, that's exactly what I do, right? I catch them in the act. I say no. I kind of bring their face to look at it and see what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's exactly what I do, right? Yeah, the last dog we had that now lives with my dad, man. We had to get rid of him because Kira was pregnant with my son at the time, and she had to use her Advair inhaler, which she couldn't use while she was pregnant, and so we had to get rid of the dog. And then my dad ended up falling in love with the dog, so he kept him. But before we got rid of him, he was highly trained. You know, he could sit, speak, jump, stay. You know, he was potty trained. Like, he was super trained. You know, and so that's the goal with her. Obviously, she's little right now still, but she's doing good. Yeah. Yeah, you can get a rolled up piece of newspaper too. I think that's what I did when I was younger, raising puppies, is I used a rolled up piece of newspaper. And you don't even have to pop them with it. You just got to pop it on your hand and it makes that noise and the dogs are scared of it. And, you know, that makes them not want to do whatever you're yelling at them about. But yeah, it's going okay. All right, guys. So MDB here, a little bit more expensive if you're looking at that. Prague is up today. Prague is up to almost 3 here, and it's starting to make a little bit of a comeback. It hit these 213 lows. It's back up to almost 3. If we look at the crypto market as well, like if we look at BitGet in the crypto market, cryptos are back green today. A very, very green day in the crypto world. You know, Bitcoin and a lot of these are up. Ooh, Mana is up 12%. I bought the dip on Mana. You love to see it. Remember, I bought the dip. I also bought some Sandbox yesterday. What's Sandbox at? Ooh, Sandbox is up 8%. So a beautiful dip. You know, we've been talking about these crypto gaming coins, man, and, you know, they work. You know what I mean? But it's nice to raise a puppy. It really is, man. It's been a while. I really love dogs, bro. Like, I'm a dog person. Sorry. There we go. Yeah. Dope. Yeah, we're doing well. All right, cool. Let me check. Yeah. You love to see it, man. Man is doing good. We've got Sandbox doing good too. So we're just gonna keep accumulating shares of these. And it's kind of weird because I've never actually played the game. Good. All right, cool. Yeah, so we bought some Sandbox. It's up nicely today as well. We bought some Mana. Obviously, we've been holding that one. And we got DWC and PHUN back up too. All right. All right, so yeah, crypto's doing well. My portfolio's doing good. Anything on LGVN? Yeah, we're watching LGVN for sure here. Look at BJDX. It's popping over the VWAP. Blah, blah. It's popping over the VWAP. LGVN looks good. I mean, if it's over $20, I think $20 is a big psychological level that we're paying attention to. Does Bitget have render token? Not yet. I don't think they have render yet. Or they have REN. I don't know what REN crypto is. But they don't have render. Not yet, at least. But I mean, listen, man, I try to tell people every time crypto dips, bro. Like, people get all doom and gloom with crypto, and I genuinely don't understand it. I think that if you look at it, I posted my female on Discord how your dog's gonna look like she'll become even more clear. Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I've tried to find some pictures. What's really cool about Addie, which is what we named the puppy. My wife named her Adelaide, which is a pretty name. Yeah, no, I know about render. I actually have a video coming out about render cryptic. We have a full video coming out. We're just waiting for the editors to get it done. But pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Oh man. You see the dripping? There we go. All right, guys. Ooh, I know. I hope she does. So mine's not gonna look that. Mine's not gonna be that yellow. So mine is actually mostly black. So she's got an all black body, and then she's got a brown underbody, like a brown underside, and then she's got like brown legs, but her face is mostly black. She's got black around the eyes, she's got black patches on the nose, and yeah, so she'll be pretty. I'm excited for it. I think I'd rather her that goes. And yeah. All right, guys, what's up, Andrew? Good morning. But she's pretty. I'm excited, bro. I really am. I'm excited. I hope not, dude. Hey, what's up, Bigger Bass? Good morning, bro. If it pulls back, that's okay. Yours is a pretty dog. You know, I'm okay with it. But mine's older, though. You know, like, she's not a little puppy. You know what I mean? Like, she's got to be like 12 weeks now. She's like 12 weeks older. So, and she's still mostly, you know, mostly black face, mostly black body, and then just yellow underbody, which is honestly great. My best dog in the world that I ever owned and that my mom ever had was a black German Shepherd. We called her Bear. She looked just like a black bear. Yeah, we're trying good. We're trying to scale up in size. We've been mostly break even the last few days, but we have been scaling up in size. You know, like I've been trying to show people that, like, people get on to me about trading small. The market's honestly rebounding really nicely as well here. Look at the SPY. So SPY up big today too, if we look at that. But I've been trying to show people, like, I don't trade as small as people think. You know what I mean? Like yesterday, just of the S&P 500, even if you exclude everything else, just of the S&P 500, I traded like 800 shares, right? So just yesterday on the S&P 500, I spent $370,000 in equity. you know, and it was mostly a break-even day. I kind of went back and forth, and so, but like these are my normal days. So I'm spending, you know, quarter to $500,000 in equity every day. You know, so I'm not trading small at all. People just think it's small because they're used to seeing gurus selling them courses, trying to pretend to make the maximum amount possible in every single trade because that's what appeases to the new traders, which are all often gambling, right? Like we're not gambling here. Like we're using a lot of equity, but we're taking very small risks in each trade, and that should be understandable. Oh yeah, she's pretty, bro. She's pretty. That's what she'll look like. She'll look exactly like this one, this last one you posted. Right. She'll look exactly like that, which I'm excited about. What's up, Florida? SPY is up big today, man. And it's one of those things like with crypto, man. I try to tell people, bro. I try to tell people, dude. I try to tell people with everything, man. Like whenever we get a drop like this, it's usually time to buy up some stuff on discount. You know, crypto world especially, bro. Every time crypto is dropped to a whole dollar level like that, people buy the dip. Every single time crypto dips like this. Like the last time Bitcoin dipped to 30K before this latest one. Like the last time Bitcoin dipped to 30K, I bought that dip and made like a big percentage within like a week or two, you know, from buying that dip. You know, Bitcoin dips and it doesn't hold usually, and they usually come right back. And so I'm really happy to see Bitcoin back over 50K. It's at like 51 or 52. It's looking good. And yeah, we'll see if it continues, of course. Hey, what's up, Ed? Oh, that's the same dog? Wow. Yeah, then that's how she'll look. Good, man. She's a good dog already. She's just a baby, bro. She follows me everywhere. Like, I'm trying to get her to be close with my kids because she just follows my wife and I around everywhere. Like she can't stand to be away from us for like a minute, you know. Like we're trying to get her out of that separation anxiety right now, but it's tough. All right, guys. So yeah, DWIC up, the SPY's up, LGBN is gapping up a little bit today. We got Prog up some as well. You know, in terms of like new gapping penny stocks, we don't have too many. We got like CANF, I see show up on the gappers list, but that's not really that good. BHG, which not really looking that hot either. PTN is gapping up some, so we can watch PTN. I'll have to look up what the actual catalyst is for PTN here. PTN is Paladin Tech. We're gonna have to scroll back into Benzinga here. All right. And so PTN, this is Paladin Technologies here. We're looking at the catalyst. $5 price target was announced for this one. Try to see who did it. But yeah, $5 price target. I can't see what the upgrader was, but $5 price target for it. And yeah, we'll see what we get. Yeah. Can I get a good faith violation for what, Ed? METX. Yeah, METX is up to 31s. But Prague looks all right. There's just not much to it. Or the METX looks okay. There's just not much to it. I like Prague this morning. Prague looks good. We might buy Prague if it gets back over VWAP here. We're watching LGVN. You know, we're watching ARDX. CBFI, we're keeping an eye on too. CFVI is back up in pre-market today, which makes it really interesting too. Very volatile stock. So we're watching CFVI, LGVN, Prague. You know, we're watching DWC and PHEWIN. Here's METX here, and METX is at 31s. Yeah, NETX is moving up. I'll try to look at what the catalyst is here for it. I see something that dropped yesterday. Austin Technology Group initial offering by foreign investors is what I'm seeing. We're up to 31 since the float of METX is about 315 million. So a big float. Form F1 registration statement filed. So we'll see what happens. METX has just gotten hit though, so we'll see if it rebounds here. Not bad. You know, we'll see if it can get up to that 36 pre-market high level right here. Make safe trades. I'm focused on day trades, not swing trades. Fed meeting next week. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can still swing trade. You just got to get out before that Fed meeting, I think. You know, I think that's a safer way to trade, you know. I don't know, A1. That's a good question, brother. Good question, man. SoFi. Yeah, SoFi flying up today, looking healthy. SoFi is up. Let's see why. You like SoFi this morning, guys? Let me know. So SoFi is up. What are they removing? All right, so what's going on with SoFi? Can anybody explain this? Notice of removal and or from listing and or registration under Section 12B of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. So what's going on with this? Let's see if we can check a different source here. All right, Morgan Stanley adjusted SoFi price target to 24 from 25, maintains overweight rating. SoFi has been gotten hit with the overall market. I think they're just rebounding with the market today is what this looks like. That's what this seems like to me. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But like that's what it looks like to me. SoFi is buying up stakes in Apex. They do all the fractional shares trading plus bank charter coming. Nice. Yeah, I've heard about the charter coming. What's up, Rebecca? Oh man, that's rough, realtor. Where are you from, bro? Yeah, it's nothing against TD Ameritrade, but if you're not in the U.S., it's going to be a lot less favorable to trade on there. You know what I mean? Like, it's really good if you're in the U.S. and you get zero commissions like me, but if you're not in the U.S., I don't think you get zero commissions. So, like, there's other places that'll give you more leverage and like allow you to do other stuff. If you're specifically not in the U.S., that's the big thing. Okay, got you. Oh yeah, I remember talking to you about like Chappie and Neil B's movies. You get commissions out of the USA? No, I get, yeah. There's no commissions for me outside or in the US. Like I don't. There's zero commissions for me in the US. Like I pay nothing in commissions. Like zero. You know what I mean? Back to trade zero we go. Hey, that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, I pay zero commissions, nothing. BJDX here. We're looking at BJDX here. Very volatile morning for this one. Looking at the actual catalyst here. Blue Jay Diagnostics, it's up 23%. I don't really see any catalyst here. CFVI is popping up to 1350s. We get a pull back to the VWAP. Maybe we'll buy some more of this one here. Maybe. I got to get everything ready for trading again because I had to... When I was editing the video we dropped on the crypto channel about the crypto crash, and everybody go watch that video. It's a little bit late. It's a little bit late relative to like what it's about. It's about the crypto crash because the editors took a long time to get it back to me. But it's still a good video, and if you watch it, I'm going to post it here. If you watch it, just open it up in a new on a new screen. You know, open it up on a new screen and stay on the live stream. You can watch it this morning. Just make sure you stay on the live stream. You know, that or we'll post it later. You know what I mean? There it is. Check it out. Video if you want to check it out. Like I said, learn about the crypto crash and what to buy. Yeah, we're watching CFVI as well. CFVI is super interesting. You know, up to 1350s. You know, making good movement for sure. Cardi Bebop. SoFi, they own 17% in Apex, looking to buy them. If it goes through, it's under the radar right now. SoFi will be a $50 stop. If it goes in those places, they are mad cash rich with lots of catalysts. Yeah, I like SoFi. It's interesting for sure. Right now, we're waiting for a little dip buy we can get involved with. We didn't make money in pre-market yesterday. We ended up ending green, though. And so that's the biggest thing, is that we ended green. Hey, what's up, Antonino? So far, when you draw the channel on the 180 day, it's at resistance. VBS Finance Crypto gonna run it up. Yeah. Oh yeah, guys. The good news is that like I figured out who the spammers were on our Discord. And if you want to join our Discord, let me post this link real quick, I guess, before I say this. I figured out who the scammers or the spammers and scammers, I guess, who they were. And you know, we you can identify them by what their picture is on Discord, so I could just ban them. And so I've been going through and kind of banning some of them. They all have the same image, and so luckily we can just keep scrolling until we see the little coin image, and then just ban anybody that has the coin image. And if you have the coin image, my apologies, you know, but we got to go through and ban them. There you are. And while I'm doing this, guys, what's your top 4 today? I mean, I know we got some stuff that's moving right now. My top 4 is probably PROG, LGB, and BJDX, and CFVI. But, you know, we're watching PTN as well. We're going to be looking at DWAC to see if we get some continuations and stuff there as well. But let me know what you like. You know, we got some stuff moving, and I'm interested in it. What scumbags though? Like, who the heck sends Discords these just to like scam people, man? There's so many of them too. And like, yeah, like while I'm doing this, let me know what your favorite stock is right now. Cleaning up our Discord a little bit. Sorry, I've gotten to the letter C's. I know all these scammers in the Discord. I gotta ban them all. All right, we're gonna have to do this later though. This is too many. There's so many of these guys. We got these C's. Like, how do you morally justify this? Like, scamming people. Like, I get it. Some people are like struggling, but like, how do you morally justify scamming people like this? All right, once I get through C's, we're gonna just go ahead and come back after the stream or something to do this. This might take, my hands are gonna be hurting by the time I'm done with this. All right. There's so many, bro. They send you so many scammers, and there's nothing you could really do about it. If anybody have any suggestions on how to get rid of them, ooh, I'm gonna buy this dip in CFVI here. All right, we're in a, whoa, very bad fill, but it's all good. We're in 50 shares of CFVI, 50 shares of CFVI. Again, let me know what stock you like the most. This is just a VWAP bounce pullback. We ripped over the VWAP. Now we're pulling back to it. There's so many scammers here, man. Listen, if anybody tries to tell you they got some super secret stock group in my Discord, run away or just report them to me. Like, these are all just trying to get you to send them crypto, and you'll never get it back. You know, that's what most of these scammers are do. What? Who's Cygnus? It said he was a... We had to ban him, whoever you are. If you're Cygnus, sorry, I banned you. Or I took away your mod privileges because I don't know who you are. If you change names and you're somebody I know, my apologies. All right, we got through all the C's. All right, guys. BJDX, CFVI. Yeah, they're not bad. ABUS pops. All right, so we're in CFVI here. ABUS is pretty down on its luck today. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're in CFVI here. Small trade, and we'll see if this works. But we're in it currently. Slow day right now. Another slow day in the market, to be honest. But it's all good. You know, sometimes days are like that. Right, so we're up a little bit in CFVI here. I kind of want to buy a little bit more. We're going to buy 75 shares. And that should be good. ISIG bounce. Wow, look at ISIG, man. This is one I probably should be talking about today. This is one I probably should be talking about today. Because this one is up huge, man. Crazy rip. Yeah, so let's check out ISIG here. Yeah. We got PTN moving, and like PTN's gapping up a little bit. We got CFI. I guess we should probably try to look at like ARDX too. And put on some music again. So we're still sitting in CFVI here. John, I think your confusion on buying the dips come from people like me. It's not desire, it's lack of liquidity. Every time the whales wipe out 20%, I have to start over because I never turn a profit. Hey, what's up, Adnane? Hey, good morning. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough thing, baller, because I get what you're saying for sure. Oh man, look at CFVI dipping hard here. There's ISIG making rips. EVGO. I don't hate this little dip too. I just think the spread's probably kind of nasty right now for this one. For ISIG. Let me know what you think about ISIG. We're in it right now. I just want to see if we bounce at the VWAP. If not, we'll get out. It's all good. Roblox, Apple, but hey, I'm happy you're back here. Adnane, good morning. Good to see you back. Yeah, Trader T was all over it. Yeah, what's up, SPAC? I see you're considering buying any of the mining stocks when these pullbacks may have pulled way back with Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a possibility, you know. Prague on the move too. What do you guys think about Prague? It's a slow day right now, man. All right, so we're in CFVI here. We'll see if it bounces. What do you guys like today? Look at ISIG. This has been one that we should have been talking about a little bit earlier today because this one put in huge moves yesterday, man. This one was crazy. So we should be watching ISIG today, I guess, as well. Crazy momentum in the last few days. Why is this? There we go. But look at this momentum, man, for ISIG. Got up to 1630s. What's the float like? The float's got to be huge for ISIG, right? Or no, tiny, I mean. No? It's got to be a small float stock. Signia Systems. Yeah, it's a 1 million float stock. Tiny in the float. 1.14 million in the float for ISIG. Incredibly small. Incredibly small. We're also currently in CFBI here. CFBI. We're buying the pullback to the VWAP here. We're roughly break even. Honestly, it had a much larger spread than I initially thought, which is all good. You know, we're okay. But yeah, we'll see. Every time I always forget to monetize the stream. Oops. There we go. All right, so we're in this one. I'm a little bit tempted to just take a little bit of a swing here for this. We're gonna get in with 100 shares, you know. And like I said, I'm a little bit tempted to just let this ride, see if we get a bounce up to like 1260 is the ideal spot that we can get up to, like test this previous range up here and then maybe test that high. Like that's what we want to see. I like the bounce. Hopefully we can, you know, make this work and we can get a bounce here. But we're in CFVI as well. If ISIG starts to fight over the VWAP 2, we'll potentially take some of that. And then we've got LGB in here at 20s. But we're starting to scale up in size. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're starting to scale up in size and pre-market as well. We're in with 100 shares right now, CFVI. And again, for all those that tell me I'm trading too small, this is like this, just this position alone is over $1,000 in equity. You know what I mean? So it's like we're not trading tiny here, you know. And hopefully this bounces. What do you guys think? You think it's going to bounce? Yes or no? Let me know. Yeah, I see the 5 minute. Here's the 1 minute. It's not bad. The only problem is the volume, but we're using the VWAP. If it breaks over under VWAP, we'll get out. And so one of the things that I do in the market is I don't mind scaling up my size and then give myself a tighter risk, right? Like if my risk is tight, my risk is tight. And so I can scale up in size. I just stick to that same risk level. You know, another way you can do it is you can also trade with more risk. You can trade with a tighter risk level if you want to increase size. Like if you want to scale up in size, just give yourself a tighter risk level. That's a possibility too. Do you have a daily money goal? I want to make anywhere between, preferably I'd want to make over $100. CPIX. Man, it is slow today, guys. It's a very slow day. Hey, what's up, Spawn? Yeah. I like 100 share size is a good number for pre-market. Yeah, I think 100 is fine. If DD is being delisted, why would people continue to buy it? Once it's delisted, wouldn't those shares be worthless? Thanks in advance. I'm not sure what the process is regarding delisting. I think if they own shares that they might now own shares on where it's getting listed next, but I'm not 100% sure. Some traders might also be just simply speculating on short term. All right, so yeah, so it does not affect ownership. When you buy a stock, you own it until you either sell it or in some cases the company redeems it for you. You will get a potential decline in value before stock gets delisted and announcement is made to the marketplace. And usually you're going to get a decline in liquidity and stuff like that. But yeah, you'll still own the shares. You might just own it in the new. Yeah, we're getting a little pullback here. I don't really like the range of this, so we're going to jump out. Take our small little loss here and then find something else. The volume's just a little bit too light here for CFB. I mean, now maybe we'll approach it again, but yeah, CPIX flying up to huge moves for this one as well. Prog back up though. It's at 290s here. Hey, what's up, John? Good morning. ABUS. Yeah, look at ABUS pop here, guys. ABUS is up to 414s. I know somebody said they were watching this one too. ABUS is popping up. Basically, they had an article came out that said that XChem and Proteris announced that Arbutus has, quote, identified several molecular... Screening has identified several unique compound series that inhibit growth of the vid. And so positive trial results and study results. Look at ABUS flying up here. The float is small at, or no, the float is large at 116 million. All right, looks like getting out of CFVI was the right move. But yeah, look at ABUS, guys. ABUS is ripping up here. Huge move. Big pop. And so ABUS popping up here, guys. Look at it. It's at 420. See if we can get. I don't like this overlap of. There we go. All right, so look at ABUS flying up here. I should have bought this VWAP pullback. That should have been something, but it's all good. But yeah, look at this. ABUS is ripping up in pre. We've got Prague on the move. Slow day, guys. So remember, yeah, we're at 420s here. Maybe if we get a dip to 420, we'll buy some. Like, I'm not opposed to buying some on a 420 dip. I just got to get this ready. All right, we're gonna have to switch, I think, here. All right, we're on 100 shares of this. Try to see if we get a really quick pop. We're in 100 shares. See if we get a quick pop. Let's see if we do. 100 shares. What's up, Juan? All right, so we're in 100 shares. Entry is 423s. We're right around that now. We're pretty close to break even here. We're looking for a quick bounce if we can. What's up, Cheddar? Don't catch the falling knives in the market. Yeah. We get up to 430s. All right, we took a little bit off there. We're holding 50 shares. This is a big range, and so we're not trying to hold it super long, but we'll take a little bit off. See if we can get a move to test 440s is ideally what we're looking for. What's up, Luke? What's up, Leroy? Hey, thank you, brother. Yeah, we bought 100 shares of ABUS is what we bought. Took a little bit off as we got a pop, and now we're just sitting on the rest. See what happens. Don't catch the falling knives in the market. What's up, A1? Good to see you, bro. Wait for the dead cat bounce, in my opinion, right now. Let bottoms hit, then scale in positions that you have conviction in for swings or future investments. Yeah, I think that's honestly the best plan of approach in the market. I think that, I think that the cliched saying is true. Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. What that Warren Buffett quote is really telling you is buy the dips in companies that you believe are strong, and I think that's a very valid trading strategy. I think if you want to make money in the market in the easiest possible sense, that's the method. That really is the method. I've said it before, like all billionaires have one specific thing in common. And that one thing that billionaires have in common is that they had conviction in certain things. And when those certain things set up for them, they swung large at those specific convictions. That's one of the things that is universally true for almost all billionaires, is that when they found something that they believed in and they had conviction in and that had a high probability in their head of success, they swung for the fences. They swung for it, and they reaped the benefits of doing so. And so in these big dipping markets, your job, in my personal, of course, subjective opinion, is to find out what you have conviction in. Figure out what you like the most, what you think is going to be the future, what you think is going to be big in the future, and then you get in cheap. Like, that's the job of these dips. That's where people make the most money, as opposed to just markets breaking highs. And so understand that, figure out what your conviction is and then go for it. I can't tell you what you should do or what your conviction should be. Everybody's different. I believe in crypto gaming right now. I believe in the general crypto market for the most part. I believe in a few select stocks. If you want to hear my stocks that I think are going to be fine long term, MGM, DraftKings, Disney, Apple, there's a few other ones too, but like those are mostly it. And that's what billionaires do. Hey, what's up, Alyssa? Good morning. Hope you're well. All right, so we're in ABUS here. We're watching Prague too. Here's CPIX. There's a few other ones moving today, like ACAD was up, but it's slow. NVIDIA. Yeah, don't move until you see it. One of my favorite quotes where I'm searching for Bobby Fischer. Searching for Bobby Fischer is about that kid with the chess teacher, right? Like the chess prodigy. Yeah. All right, so we're in ABUS, and we're break even. We're break even because we were able to take profit there. So you'll see what we get. We're not going to let it test VWAP too low. We'll let it test like 415s maybe. We could also let it test 410, but I think 415s is fine. And yeah, I know who Bobby Fischer was. I'm talking about the movie Searching for Bobby Fischer, though. Yeah, what's up, day trading early? Good morning, bro. Hope you're doing well, man. right, so we're in ABUS, slightly break even. It looks like this is a good risk level, this 415 spot, because we're bouncing directly off of that. We also just popped up to 430s. We'll see what happens. ABUS had some type of so the company ABUS identified several unique compound series that inhibit growth of what. So they're validating it as a target treatment. So we'll see what happens there. IMPP yesterday. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this one. This one's just kind of weird, to be honest, for me. SYTA. Look at SYTA starting to pop a little bit too. All right, so we're getting a little bit of a bounce here. Let's see if this one continues. Look at a SYTA start to run right now, guys. It's at 350s. No volume though, but it still looks okay. Yeah, really good series on Bobby Fischer is the Queen's Gambit. Really good series. All right, here goes SYTA. It's actually a recreation of Bobby Fischer's life. Yeah, it's definitely a slow daydream, but it's all good. Sometimes slow days are upon us. Running a YouTube channel like this, I get a really good understanding of like the volume in the market. Because I can judge how many viewers we get here. I can judge a lot of different things. All right, we're getting a pretty quick dive. Somebody just sold big size here for ABUS. So we'll let it test, but it's a small position. We'll see what happens. Look at SYTA, guys. SYTA up to almost $4. Almost $4. How do you think the market will run today? I don't know. We're up. We're green in pre-market in the broader market right now. We're green. Here's the SPY. SPY is very green today. Big rebound from the lows, mostly due to traders being optimistic in the recovery of the market in both crypto and stocks. A lot of optimism. All right, look at SYTA, guys. SYTA is running. Let me see if we can find the catalyst here for SYTA, because this is a big pop, to be honest here. Look at SYTA. It's a big move. Wow, 420s for SYTA, running up huge here. This is Seattle Mobile. Yesterday they dropped a form effect, but I don't see any catalyst here. Float is very small, 3.7 million in the float. What I think you got to be cautious of is gurus. I don't see a catalyst here. I don't see a reason this is up, and so it could be from a few different reasons. It could be a guru pumping this up to our following, even if they're not live streaming. If they announce to their following that they're trading it, that could cause this, because this had zero volume prior to this. Hey John, do you know what the best broker is to trade crypto? Thanks. I trade on BitGet. They are a sponsor of my channel, of course. So I'm certainly biased in their favor, and always try to, be honest about that. But they have everything you'd need. So whether if they allow U.S. users to trade, you can trade crypto futures. So you can short Bitcoin, you can go long in Bitcoin with crypto futures. They give you leverage if you need it, or you can also just invest into crypto as well, or you can copy other profitable crypto traders. And so pretty encompassing crypto platform. They've got a lot of the altcoins that other people don't have, and so it's a pretty good one-stop shop for crypto. And if you want to check it out, I'll post this link. You can also find it in the description, brother. But here you go, Rodrigo. Here's the link if you want to check them out. All right, so we're up in ABUS. We're moving up some. Up there to 420s. I just want to give it a chance to run. Look at SYTA. I don't see a catalyst here. There's $4. Let's see if this bounces at 4. I'm a little bit tempted to buy up this little dip too. Big range here. So if we do buy it, we're gonna buy like a small shares. Now we're in with 15 shares. Pretty small. I know people are gonna be like 15 shares, bro. I know, but big range. We're just kind of poking at this one right now. Pulling back to force. Yeah, let me pull up the squeeze app. I'm gonna pull up the squeeze app, and we're gonna look at some of these stocks and check the short float data for some of these stocks. All right, we did get a nice pop. Maybe I should have bought a little bit more. I think I probably should have, but it's all good. Yeah, if we get in green on it, we can in green. That's all good. Still getting used to the larger sizing and pre-market, but the market itself is just popping up today. Beautiful market right now, honestly. But we got the nice little dip there. And again, this is the Squeeze app. If anybody wants to download it, it's a completely free app. It gives you free short flow data information. And so we can look at like, there we go. All right, we just got out of half of ABUS. We're still riding that one up. We're going to add a little bit more here. Where's auto send? Ah, there it is. All right. So we just added a little bit more. We're in 30 shares now. Riding ABUS here. And we can check a lot of stuff here. We can check the short float for SYTA. This is Seattle Mobile. 2% short float, 4.8 million in the float. I'm showing short volume today of 21,000. Short volume ratio of 8% today. So we're getting the pop that up to test that 440 high here. We're still in SYTA. We got out a little bit more, just kind of capitalizing on the profit and just holding on to a little bit in case it does work. We're still in SYTA here. Let's check ABUS for the short float data. And I'll post this link coming for iOS. All right, here's ABUS, 2% short float, 93 million in the float. And so, yeah, we're looking up this data. But if you want this app, guys, again, you can download it for free if you have an Android or, if you have the Google Play Store. You can download this app. It's completely free. And my goal with creating this app is just to give people free short flow data and information. And there's the link. CFVI. Did I miss something on CFVI? If it ran, I'm going to be frustrated. Okay, no. Good. ABUS. Yeah, we wrote ABUS nicely here. And we've already scaled out of most of it. We'll get out here and just kind of move back on with it and see what happens. We're currently in SYTA. Hoping for a bounce here. Thinking about adding a little bit more on the dip and then using $4 as a risk. So we're going to add a little bit more on the dip and then we're going to use $4 as a risk. And so if it breaks under 4, we're going to get out and we're going to quickly take profit if it heads up. And so we'll see what happens. But yeah, this thing's up pretty big right now. So we just want to see if we get a pop to like 425s or so we can capitalize on it. Yeah, and then we're going to take profit very quickly into that. I'm holding 25 shares left. All right, looks good. There's 420s. We just want to see if we can get a bigger rip. We are using, for which one, Trixie? So for my trading right here, I'm using TD Ameritrade. All right, so we just took a little bit more off. We're holding 15 shares. And then for my short squeeze app, we're using, it's a React Native application. There we go. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, so we caught the bounce. Beautiful bounce for SYTA. Both ABUS and SYTA worked. I could have held on to a little bit, but we were just trying to ride that pop, which we got. You love to see it. And so, yeah, like I said, there's the nice pop in SYTA. Not a bad pop. We got out ABUS in time. Let's see what happens with SYTA, though. It's starting to pull back. So we'll see if we get some continuations or like what happens there. All right, there's a huge rip at 470s for SYTA. We'll see what happens. I'm not against buying a potential pullback here. Again, I can't guarantee it's going to work, of course. Like, nobody knows what's going to happen here. But we'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, no worries, Trixie. Yeah, this is TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Dude, this puppy is sleeping. Y'all want to see the puppy? Watch, I'm going to take a picture of it so y'all can see this dog. Honestly, I'm so excited to have this dog. You want to see this puppy, bro? Look at this puppy, dude. All right. You want to see this puppy? Check out this puppy. This is the puppy right now. This is what she's doing. I just took this picture. I just snapped it. Look at this puppy right here, bro. That's her. She's living life over there in the corner, bro. You know, that's the puppy. She sleeps next to me all day. Every time I stream, I'm the only one in the house that's awake right now. And so every time I live stream, she sits in this room with me, and she mostly behaves. Like, sometimes she'll act up and start to chew on cords, but she mostly just sits there and sleeps next to me. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, here's the problem, though. So I see Bob saying, can we get a petition going to make TOS on demand work? Here's the reality of this. All right, let me give you the situation. Yeah, what's up, Rick? Yeah, man. But no, so here's the reality behind the TOS on demand situation. So TD Ameritrade was originally created by a guy. He founded Tasty Trade. I'm trying to think of his name. Let me see. It was Tom Sosnoff, right? Tom Sosnoff was an old school pit trader, right? He's the one that created and founded Thinkorswim. Eventually, he sold it to TD Ameritrade. I believe he sold it for $400 million is what I think he sold it. It was something like that. It was something with $400 million or something like that. And so, but the problem is that I think TD Ameritrade is coded in Java. I think it's coded in Java. But either way, you know, he sold it to TD Ameritrade, and they didn't really, from what I understand, they don't really know how to code it. Like, they don't really have the original developers that created TOS, and they don't really know how to code it. And so it's kind of stayed bare bones since they bought it from them. It's kind of stayed the same. They haven't done much to it because, to be honest, I don't think they know how to do anything to it. And I think they're scared of messing it up, and so they just leave it alone. And so that's why TOS hasn't gotten many updates. It's still a great platform, but yeah, it was sold in June 2008. And acquired in 2009, actually. And so, yeah, they haven't really done much since then. So SYTA pulling back some here. Here's 4 or 590s. Yeah, she's a German Shepherd. She is Addie. Her name is Adelaide. We call her Addie or Rosie. Scale it up in size is going well. You know, it's going okay. Nice. We got a pullback here for SYTA here. What do you think? I should buy this dip? I'm pretty close to break even right now, I think. I think I'm down like $2 on pre. Now we're down $1. Okay, cool. And I tried to accidentally short. I didn't want to short. I wanted to go long. We'll buy a pullback down to 475. Hopefully we get a bounce here, but we're in 15 shares, so it's small. Prague's still trying to fight his way back over VWAP here, so we'll see if that holds. The other option is I could try to trade like SPY in pre-market. The only problem with the SPY in pre is that it doesn't really behave, you know, like I want it to. I see a VI testing lows now. Maybe we'll add some more to SYTA here. We'll see how it goes. Anybody experiencing lagging on the stream? I'm seeing like some weird user fluctuations, to be honest. Not seeing the link for the squeeze app. Okay, I got you here. Here's the link right here. Put the link right there. Yeah, we do a little bit of both. We're in pre-market right now. All right, so we're doing 30 shares of SYTA, 30 shares. We'll add another 20 too if it sets up okay. All right, this is what we want to add to. So we're on 50 shares. Looking for a very quick bounce up to $5 that we can take profit in. We want a very quick bounce up to 5 so we can take profit here. If not, we'll get out quick. All right, entry is 84. We're right around 84 right now, so we're right around break even. We just want to see a pop up to 5, maybe over 5 if we can. And again, we'll take profit very, very quickly if it works. Nice, 87s, 88s. All right, so we took some off already. Took a little bit more off there, holding 10 shares now, kind of grinding it up some. That'll bring us to green and pre. So yeah, we're up slightly in pre-market. Riding this up, looks good. All right, so we got out. Just a little scalp. We'll take it, and we'll see what else we get. But we're now green in pre-market again. Not up much, but you know we're green. Just kind of poking around, see what we can find this morning. And so again, I mean, remember what we told you guys, that 475 level. And to understand how I'm able to kind of find these little bounces like this, you got to understand the psychology of technicals, right? So let me do a little bit of technical time here, and we'll do some tech time today. We've been doing we've been bringing tech time back, and so you know, yeah, we'll keep doing it if we can. What if I did a series called Tech Time, where right sometime in the middle of the day, we did like a lesson or a class on technicals? Would you guys like that? Would you guys watch it? If we did like a series every day, well, what would be ideal time? Like for us to do like a class, like a free class every day. Not every day, maybe like a few times a week. What would be the ideal time that you guys would want to watch it? Let me know. Well, we got lots of video series. 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so that would be 1:30 my time. So I have coding. I got to do coding right around that time. That's kind of like my slot for coding that I do. So I don't know if 1:30 would work. Maybe 1:30 Eastern. Great idea. Okay. All right. But anyways, let me go back to this tech time. All right. So if you're wondering how I'm able to predict these bounces, all right, it's a mix of technical analysis and probabilities. All right. So when you look at a chart, it's really important for you to try to understand what other traders are seeing. All right. Like there's a lot of people that try to teach strategies, but they don't quite understand technicals. You know, a lot of people enter the market and they might have a really good fundamental grasp, but they don't quite understand technicals. The reality of it is that technicals, it's all based off of what people see. Okay. Obviously. And what people see is, you want to go with what is the most obvious and self-evident things, right? So you want to go with what the most obvious things are. You know, there's some traders that try to teach these really obscure strategies with like super secret strategies that nobody knows about. That probably means that they don't work that well. If nobody knows about them, you're not going to have buyers stepping in where you're stepping in. And so it's not going to continue and fulfill like you want it to. It's one of those reasons. It's one of the reasons why you kind of want to move with the pack in trading. You want to do what everybody else is doing. Why? Because that's where the most buyers are going to help prop your position up. And so when you're looking at a specific chart, I'm looking at a few different things and concepts on a chart when I look at it. All right, the first one is the VWAP. And so I'm looking at the VWAP here and I'm saying, okay, SYTA is moving up over the VWAP. When it pulls back to it, it's holding support. This is the first thing I saw. We ended up catching this bounce, so we did make money on this bounce. And so what I initially thought was like, okay, we have a stock that had volume show up all of a sudden. Volume showed up all of a sudden on SYTA. I don't even know if this one had a catalyst here or not. I'm not really sure if this one had a catalyst, but we had volume just show up out of nowhere for SYTA. It's got a 3.5 million float, very small float. Not sure why it's up. Nobody really knows what the catalyst initially is here. So it's not really having a catalyst, but we had volume show up out of nowhere here for SYTA. And so the common logic that we're going to use with this type of situation is, okay, we had volume show up out of nowhere. There's going to be a lot of traders that are going to buy the dip, right? There's going to be a lot of traders that buy the dip to the VWAP area, anticipating that it's going to hold over the VWAP and bounce at the VWAP. And so that was the first dip we bought here. And this is what we're able to do is we're able to say, okay, well, traders are probably buying up this dip. And so we're going to try to ride it up with them. And so we get volume showing up, really high volume for pre-market. Eyes are starting to watch it. There's people paying attention to it. And then we get that first nice little dip, not only to the VWAP, but the other thing to take into consideration with these type of trades is also to the whole dollar of 4. So this wasn't just a VWAP pullback. This was a whole dollar pullback. And so some traders aren't even looking at the VWAP. Say we remove this VWAP. Some traders are simply looking at $4. And so you got a certain amount of traders that look at it and say, okay, well, we're going to buy the dip to the VWAP like we showed you. And then you got another percentage of traders that look at it and say, okay, we're going to buy the pullback to the whole dollar, the psychological level of $4. And so when you have two of those levels that converge right to the same spot like this, it's a pretty reliable dip buy. It's not always going to work. And the key is to give yourself a tight risk underneath it in case it doesn't work, because it's certainly not always going to work. But that is the common logic here. It's like, okay, we got the VWAP and we've got $4 whole dollar right to the same area. We get volume showing up out of nowhere. Those are all kind of, we're putting all of that together and we're saying, okay, well, that dip might not be a bad idea. And of course, it's not taking me this long to kind of see that. I look at the chart and I immediately see that. And the more you look at charts and the more you document charts, it's going to flow a lot better. You're going to be able to do this faster and you're going to be able to see these things in a much quicker way. All right. And so we call this the VWAP bounce. We pull them back to the VWAP. If we throw the VWAP up here, we call this the VWAP bounce. We get a move over VWAP, we get volume show up, and then we pull back to the VWAP. And so that $4 dip buy worked really, really well. And the next trade I got involved with was just a range bound trade. And so this next trade was not really a VWAP trade. The next trade, we're seeing the stock test highs. All right. And a stock testing highs is certainly a sign of strength. And one of the things we get when a stock tests highs is we get a lot of eyes on that position. We get a lot of eyes on that stock, not position. We get a lot of eyes on the stock. And so a lot of traders, just like this case, are buying what we call micro pullbacks. And that's what we did here. We just bought a little micro pullback. And so what I saw here is I saw a range here. And then we used maybe the top up here. We really used like $5. All right, we used $5 and then we used a $0.25 range. So we're always looking at psychological levels. We're also looking at psychological levels. So $0.50, whole dollars, in some instances $0.25 if the setup is good enough. And so in this instance, we used $0.25 and we used 75 right here. And so we said, okay, well, we're just going to look for it to fill this range here. We're going to look for it to pull back to this range and then bounce back up to test highs. And so we bought on the bounce. We bought on the pullback to 475 and we scalped out on the range up to $5. This is a range bound trade. It's different from this one. It's kind of similar, but it's a little bit different. All right. And again, the key is with both of these trades is that you give yourself a tight risk level underneath the position that you can get out of. Right. And whatever risk level you want to use is purely up to you. But like, that's how we identify these type of moves. And again, it works really, really well. And again, the big common universal thing that's helping prop these trades up is volume. Anytime a stock has abnormally high volume, usually it's going to be a little bit more reliable in terms of technicals because you got so many other traders watching for those technicals, right? If it has no traders paying attention to it, technicals aren't going to work as well because you don't have buyers stepping in where you want them to, because it's just slow. There's no liquidity, there's no volume. And so having good volume in pre-market and penny stocks, and what I consider good volume is like 50 to 100,000 shares in pre-market, is pretty good. That's pretty high volume. And so that is definitely putting this thing on my alert. And like, that's kind of how you identify these trades. And of course, we're still working on scaling up. It's a small baby trade. Like, how much I made doesn't matter from it. But I'm just trying to explain what you see when you look at these and like what traders are watching. Then when we get moves like this for SYTA, as it's kind of dipping down to the VWAP, we can pay attention to that as well. You know, we're dipping down to the VWAP. The next thing is like, okay, is it going to hold over the VWAP? Where's the psychological level close to us now? It is right around 450. Right? 450 level right here, right around the VWAP, $half psychological level. A lot of traders are watching for it. And so let's see if we bounce at 450. That's what traders are paying attention to now. And if we can't, we might get some downward action, but who knows? But again, big psychological level right around the VWAP. Same thing we talked about on that previous example. So I hope all of that makes sense. And if you have any questions, let me know. Hey, thank you, Audrey. I appreciate you, brother. Roblox, Mana Trading, or Weeble. Yeah. What about moving averages like 20, 50, 100, 200? I mean, you can use those. I have not had a ton of success with moving averages. My logic for that is like, okay, well, the VWAP, the intraday VWAP, it's just one variation for the most part that people are using. And so, you know, again, you're trying to figure out what everybody else sees, what everybody else is doing in trading. Like, that's the logic of trading, is you're trying to go with the pack. You're trying to see what everybody else does. If you're doing something that nobody else is doing, then you're kind of setting yourself up to fail, at least if you're trading technicals. Now, the problem with moving averages is that there's so many of them. There's the, you know, the 9, the 12, the 8, the 20, the 25, the 50, the 30, you know, the 100. And so it's hard to consolidate which one traders are ultimately using. And so, you know, it's harder to guess. There's so many variations of it that it kind of spreads out the volume of traders using them a little bit thin, if that makes sense. It's also a lagging indicator. I've just never had super good success with it. Hey, I appreciate you, Option. He said, this is golden info for beginners. People sell ish like this for thousands of dollars. Really cool. You should definitely keep doing this. You're helping a lot of people if they listen. Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, my goal here is just to put everything out there for free. Like, we don't sell anything. We don't sell a course. We don't sell a service. We don't claim to be experts or great traders. We just give away people. I try to teach people stuff that I wish I knew in the beginning. And the whole point is just to give it away for free. Yeah, I trade futures for sure. Same strategies work in the futures market. I trade like the E-mini. I don't even look at the E-mini. I basically just watch the SPY itself. But honestly, I trade a large enough account now to where I don't need to trade futures as much because I can just directly trade the SPY. I can just buy the SPY. And that's what I've been doing every day for the last like week is I'll trade penny stocks, and I've been trading penny stocks too, but I'll also trade the SPY if it sets up well. And so I don't really need the futures market as much anymore now that I trade the SPY, but it's definitely useful for some traders that want to get around the PDT rule and, you know, trade the same setups and strategies as me. All right. Hey, of course, Rick. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you, JB. JZXN. Yeah, we're watching SYTA, and again, it dipped below 450, and so 450 is kind of like the line in the sand. Like, if I want to see SYTA rebound, we can wait for it to pop over these two levels, the 450 VWAP area, you know, and that would look something like this. The other strategy that you'll see me take on a pretty consistent basis is what I call a VWAP reclaim, or a VWAP rebound bounce, or whatever you want to call it. It's when you see the stock start to, it's like this, where you have low volume, or where you have good volume, I mean, and the stock pops over VWAP like this, tests the top of the range, and then dips down to it. And what I usually do is I just look for like a range bound strategy where I enter here, and then we just try to ride it up to the top of the range, maybe in this case up to like 5. And so like that's a strategy that we'll implement pretty regularly too. Works really, really well, both in market hours and pre-market. Yeah, what's up, Tanya? Good morning. JZXN. Yeah, JZXN starting to get some movement here. I didn't see this one earlier. There we go. So let's see what the cap. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, it's what how tight is your stop loss usually, Ralph says. It's gonna depend. I'm a scalper, so my stop losses are pretty tight. So like, just to give you an example for SYTA here, we're gonna look at, if we look at this chart just here before it fell down, like if we were buying this dip, for instance, if we were buying this dip to the VWAP at that 450 level, we would probably create a risk of right underneath it. So 440 is the previous high up there. We're trying to use for a risk level, like when you're creating a risk level in your positions, like when you're creating a risk level or a stop loss level, your job is to find out where other traders lose confidence in the direction you're going, right? Like that's how you create a risk level, is you try to look for where other traders lose confidence in that direction. And so with SYTA, if they jump in at 450 and they're trying to see if the stock goes up, some traders are going to lose confidence if we break underneath this big support level. We got multiple confirmations here on the chart. And, you can see the confirmations here, here, and here. If this thing breaks below that, which it might have already, I don't know, traders are going to lose confidence and it might turn into resistance, which it kind of is so far. And so my risk levels are usually levels like this, where I think other traders are going to lose confidence in the direction I'm going. And they're usually pretty tight. Like I try to go with a 1-to-1 reward to risk ratio. And I'm taking advantage of favorable accuracy. Like I'm pretty accurate. That's what I'm capitalizing on, is good accuracy, 1-to-1 reward to risk. You don't always have to have an incredible risk to reward ratio. It's something that I see a lot of people say, is that you should always look for a good risk reward ratio. It's not necessarily true. Like the reality of it is that they're going to directly influence each other. And so you can give yourself a 4-to-1 reward to risk ratio, but your accuracy is 100% going to go down over the long run if you do. And so you got to figure out what kind of trader you are. If you like having like a 55, 60% accuracy, but you like taking really good risk reward trades, do it. That's fine. Or you can be like me, where if you want to be really accurate but have like a break-even reward to risk ratio, that's fine too. You just got to figure out what kind of trader you are. I'm skeptical short-term trader, and so I take very short-term reward to risk ratios and trades and scalp in and out very quickly. But other traders might be better at being patient and holding things long-term. It's very subjective. But yeah, one of the things, JB, is that one of the problems that new traders face is their inability to cut losses. If you cut losses, if you can get really good at cutting losses, that's half the battle, to be honest. Like the problem that happens to most traders is that they might do good. They might be green. They might be green profitable traders. But what ultimately happens to them is that they start trading and they're green and they make money and they make money. And then every now and then they have this really big drawdown from their inability to cut losses. So they just have this huge loss out of nowhere that destroys any profit they're making and keeps them red. Again, it's 100% from their inability to cut losses. And I've been there myself. This happens to me sometimes too. And so I'm not trying to be self-righteous here. I'm just trying to say, if you want to get good at trading, you need to condition yourself through repetition to cut your losses when you need to. That's the best skill you can have in trading, is your ability to cut losses. If you can get good at cutting losses, all it's about after that is just finding viable strategies, and that's easy. But if you can't cut losses, you're just going to lose. You might win occasionally, and it might be a little bit misleading even, because you're winning. You're like, oh, I'm doing great. If you don't cut losses, it's not going to last. Hey, what's up, Mo? Hey, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well, bro. Yeah, bro. You see Mana and Sandbox today, bro? I bought the dips in Mana and Sandbox, and I'm loving life right now. They're doing great. Yeah, for sure, Heartless. Hey, what's up, bro? Best avenue for someone to get into trading, in my honest opinion, is clearing a Top Step combine. Yeah, for sure. And if y'all want to check out Top Step, they are an affiliate and sponsor of our channel. Top Step's really dope because I trade the same strategies as I do in stocks, right? I trade the same exact strategies, but you'll see me trade the SPY itself. When I'm trading Top Step, I'm just trading the E-mini and I'm watching the SPY. I don't even look at the E-mini chart. I literally just play off of this chart. Like yesterday, I was buying these dips, and making money on these type of pullbacks here. And you can see the SPY follows technicals, and I trade the same exact strategies, the VWAP reclaim, the VWAP bounce, as long as we have good volume. And on Top Step, they fund traders. So they give you a demo. If you can hit their target and follow the rest of their rules, then they fund you. And so I am biased, of course, but here's the link. You want to check out Top Step. Really dope platform, to be honest. Of course, it's very difficult to get funded. Don't get me wrong. But again, a lot of people want to scalp like me. They just don't have the account size. And I think that futures, no PDT rule, more leverage. You can trade the same setups as me without needing an account that big. In Top Step, they'll fund you. They do all that stuff. Legit program for funded accounts. JZXN. Yeah, I see JZXN is at 180s. Looking at the SPY itself, we're also looking at like GB. But that's not really looking that good, I guess. ACAD was up earlier. LGVN, we're watching LGVN for a potential continuation today. And then we have CFVI as well. CFVI, still looking pretty good. But huge movements here. And then, ISIG as well. ISIG went crazy. Here's ISIG. It's at 1140s. Went crazy. So there's two kinds of poker players. Yeah, you got lag players, loose and aggressive. So they'll play 7-2 offsuit, and then you got tag players. I'm personally a tight and aggressive poker player. I love poker. Poker was my first love. I love poker, bro. But poker has a lot of correlations with trading. Variance is there. Poker. You might have pocket aces and still lose. And you might have 7-2 offsuit and still win in poker. But over the long run, if you play right, you'll make money. And the same thing in trading. Like you might take the best setup in the world and still lose. Or you might take the worst setup and still make money in trading. But over the long run, if you're a winning trader, just as in you're a winning poker player in the long run, you'll make money. And variance is real. You got good and bad variance. It's certainly there in trading as well. Sometimes you'll do everything right and still lose. But again, over the long run, if you're doing everything right consistently for a long time, over the long term, then you'll have the best odds of success. And that's kind of the goal. Right. And risk management as well. Bankroll management and poker. Same concepts, to be honest. Yeah, we can see a 3P. What's up, bro? Is it too late for CFBI calls? I don't know, bro. I'm not really much of an options trader, dude. I'm in a small position on LGVN from last week. I think it'll pop over 26 with huge volume. Hey, good luck, JB. Certainly possible. Just got to pick up some volume. Yeah, I'm waiting for Texas too as well, JoJo. No, they're not really sponsored. We're affiliates of them, but I've been working with Top Step for years now. They're the most legit funded account program. Yeah, I mean, some of the best traders option are poker players, bro. Because that's where we came from. I'm mostly a sit and go player though, so like I like 6 and 9 max sit and goes. That's what I make money in. So mostly 6 and 9 max sit and goes. I'm not much of a cash game player. I like tournaments though. But yeah, SYTA up to 450. Let's see if we can get over the VWAP. How do I find Sim Trader on Thinkorswim? So on TOS, like on TOS, you're gonna be able to see if it's a sim. You'll have to. It'll be a big bright yellow. Like this is mine. So on TOS, you'll have simulation trading right here. In big bright yellow words. I think to get into simulation trading, you have to log in from the login page. There's going to be like a selection option where you can select simulation trading from the very beginning of from right when you log in, and that first little login rectangle. Yeah, for sure. 100% option. Yeah, bankroll management, super important. Same thing in trading. You got to manage your money right. It's one of the reasons, like, I get everybody in here trying to tell me I'm trading too small and that I should trade more and I should trade larger. And some of them, they're right, you know. But I trade a $30,000 account, and you know, I try to make $50 or $100 a day. That's pretty reasonable sizing, I think. If I do that all year, then I make 50% plus, you know. Yeah, if you do on demand, you can paper trade, but you can't paper trade that specific day's action. You have to paper trade two to 3 days prior minimum. Hey, thank you, Barber. I appreciate you, bro. Too small size, waste of time. Yeah, but if people don't humble themselves and trade small, then they're just gonna lose more. You know. Like, listen, I've met a lot of traders over the years that have a straight gambling mentality, and they get involved and they don't really know how to trade. They've never really shown consistent profits. If they have, it hasn't been over a long period. And then they get their pride in the way and they're like, hey, I'm in this to make money. Anything else is just a waste of time. And it's like, okay, well, if you come into trading with that mindset, you're just going to lose a bunch of money, bro. You know, so is that better? You know what I mean? Like, the reality of it is, it doesn't matter if I can make $50 to $100 a day, then that's fine, and I'll take that. That's plenty, you know. Like I said, that's 50% plus a year if I do that every day. And so that's very large sizing, you know. And you have to understand, the larger risks you take in trading, the higher the likelihood that you're going to destroy your account. You know what I mean? Like, you take crazy big risks in trading because you're following gurus that really just want to sell you courses. You're just going to lose your account most of the time. And so, you know, if you want to trade huge, you need a larger account. You know, that's the truth, right? If you want to trade, if you want to make thousands of dollars a day in a safe way, where you're not going to eventually lose your account, you probably need, I would say, at least 50,000. Need that, or you need to use leverage, you know, which has risks itself. And so I think there's a lot of traders that are just brainwashed to think that, number one, that the sizing that I trade, making $50 to $100 a day, is small, because of course it's not. If I can make 50% a year, that's not small. You know, that is crazy big, to be honest. S&P 500 gives you what, 8 to 12%. You know, the best hedge funds in the world make on average, you know, 20, 30, 40%. And so, you know, it's not small. It's just people, there's a lot of gurus out there pushing, you know, $10,000 days with a $20,000 account, just because they want to sell you a course. And if they told you the truth, you wouldn't buy it. You wouldn't buy the course. If they told you the truth, which is like, yeah, you can do this, but you'll probably destroy your account eventually, nobody would buy their course. And so what do? They tell you, hey, guys, you got to make thousands a day with a, you know, $20,000 account, with a $30,000 account. And like I said, you can risk it, but understand, the higher that risk, the more you're swinging, the higher the likelihood of you destroying your account. And nobody wants to hear it. You know, everybody would rather me just say, hey, you know, you can turn $1,000 into $1 million in 2 weeks if you just buy this. You know, everybody would rather me say that, but it's not the truth. And y'all should want the truth. And that's the truth. Why didn't you buy the last dip? Because we had already dipped once, and, you know, I took the little micro dip, and we're just waiting here. After we buy it once, I usually like the first dip. The first dip has everybody's attention on it. The second dip, the traders that jumped in on the first dip are going to start taking profit. And so it's just less reliable, in my opinion. Yeah, that's fine, you know. Right. Yeah, for sure. Hey, that's dope. That's good news for Mana in my trading for sure. Mo. Trading daily expiry options. See, I never really got into options. Option bomb. Never really got into it, brother. Never really. I've traded them, but I've never really learned them like that. You know, I know a little bit of info about them, but yeah, people have to learn the hard way. Yeah, but the problem and the weird thing about the stock market is that you got people that are just getting fed by these gurus that just want their money, man. They just want to sell them courses, and so they do everything they do. They do what the guru says, and then they lose. And instead of looking at that and like, okay, this guy misled me, it's like they double down on the guru. It's too hard for them to be like, hey, maybe I got taken advantage of. Maybe I got scammed. You know, so instead they just kind of defend the guy that's scamming them, even though what their advice isn't working, and double down on the guy scamming them. It's a weird psychology, to be honest. What's she doing? Yeah, we'll let her out if you're gonna come in here. Well, here, just go let her out, or get Mama to let her out if you're gonna.
No, we have to go now.
All right. Well, here, y'all just woke her up. She's gonna be up now. All right. Love you.
Me too.
Have a good day.
It's Christmas pajama.
Yeah. Yes.
It's pajama.
Yeah, you look cool.
Christmas, and then
Yeah, I like it. You look cool. Love you. All right, baby. Go lay down. Go lay down. All right, guys. Sorry. Yeah, they're getting older. You would do well with SPY daily options. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try them out one day, bro. I had a lot of people tell me that. What EMA do you use on a volatile stock? Ugh. Was that Jack? All right, come here, bud. You want to be on stream or no? You do? Okay. All right, buddy. Yeah, she's happy. Nobody.
He wasn't.
I love you.
He was looking, not biting.
Yeah, okay, good. We'll say bye to Addie. She's just chilling right now, buddy. Yeah, that's exactly right. Options. That's kind of what you got to do. Yeah, you're probably right, Jeff. JZXN? Yeah, sorry, my kids are coming in and tell me. But wow, look at JZXN pop up. Yeah, I don't really see any setup that I'd like in this though. Hey, close the door all the way, buddy. There you go. All right, Addie, come lay down. Hey, come lay down.
This is the end of side 1 of this record. Please now, turn it over for the second side. This is the second side.
Oh, my bad, guys. All right, we're back. So yeah, I don't mind JZX in here. Before this, I didn't really see any good setups, but I don't mind the dip. We got a break over VWAP. We got volume showing up, and we'll see if it works. Hey, thank you, JB. Thank you, brother. All right, but yeah, we're using a really tight risk here, so we're not going to hold it long if it doesn't bounce. What did AMC been doing, man? And so AMC's back over 30 here. Look at A and IX. Didn't hold. TSS. TSS is okay. Let's see if this one ends up holding now. Now, let's see if we get a little pop. All right, TSS did not hold. CFVI is back down to 12s. So it's the one trade I lost on this morning. All right, but we're in JZXN. Let's see if we bounce here. I'll have to try it out option. Not something I have a ton of experience with. Like I know the basic concepts behind them, but I've just never quite used them. Like I've traded some, like the last time we got this big market drop in 2020, the little 2020 crash. I bought some MGM options and made a bunch of money really fast, basically buying up the dip in MGM. All right, so we're getting this drop. We'll give it 1 second to bounce at the VWAP, but a risk level here in this specific instance, it's going to be right here at 193s. We'll get a chance to bounce, get back over 2, but we definitely don't want to see it break down below that. Prog's still looking pretty good today too. I mean, Prog's not looking bad. DWAC is up again. Also, SPY itself is looking really solid, man. So the SPY and the S&P 500 are doing great today. Big green action. All right, probably about to get out. Here's my risk. Give it 1 second. Pretty break-even pre-market. Yeah, we're gonna get out there. Too much risk. It might bounce right back, but there's just too much risk in holding that. You know, usually like with pullbacks like this, you want to see a quick and sudden bounce, and if it doesn't bounce suddenly, it's usually not going to. So if it doesn't bounce suddenly, we'll just get out and, you know, regroup and find something else to trade after the opening bell. But not a terrible morning. I mean, we're break even right now in pre-market, which isn't too bad. You know, I'll take break even over huge loss any day. ACAD's at 2260s. ARDX. I mean, I don't know if I'd consider this bullish, bro. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it's been very strong, but it's starting to slow. You know, ARDX is just slow right now. So we're at 130s. Not really a ton of volume, mostly break even in pre. All right, Prague, if it gets back over 3, maybe it'll be interesting. All right, guys, so All right, guys. So we're still watching JZXN to see if we get back over 2, but if not, it's all good either way. CVFI trying, Prog's trying, ISIG is up there. We're still looking at ACAD, BIOL. We got NAOV trying to make moves. I was watching an old video and thought you had been hacked and lost your mind. It's all good. What's up, Aunt Joan? What's wrong with ANIX? Nothing, just low liquidity, just not holding here. Let's see what the catalyst is. It's usually catalyst related. You know, it's all about how traders interpret those news releases. And so they reported that their compounds are expected to be effective against OM. So we'll see. You know, we'll see. We've got BLIN showing up on the scans, but not really much volume here. Here's the SPY itself. Looks really good today. PHUN is up to as well. MMAT is pretty cheap. Gapping up some today. I know Uncle Smoke is all about MMAT. Addie, what you doing, baby? Here, go lay down. Hey, baby. Here, go lay. Good girl. See, that's a good dog, man. She knows exactly what I'm telling her. All right, so ISIG, we're kind of watching to see if it gets over the VWAP here, too. Yeah, Tasty Trade founded was done by the founder of TOS. Addie. Hey, baby girl, no, come on, lay down. That's a good girl. Yeah, that's a good girl. Here, lay down. Good girl. All right, so we got JZXN trying here. ISIG at 1160s. Prog trying. CTK showing up. Let's see what CTK is doing. MDB making moves. SYTA, is it coming back a little bit? No, so yeah, we got to wait for the big level I'm looking at for SYTA right now is $4. I think $4 is a level that a lot of traders are paying attention to. Yeah, PTN is another thing we can watch too. Here's PTN at 62s. So not a ton of volume here for this one, unfortunately, though. Another kind of slower day, but we got the market itself rebounding really nicely. It's up to 460s. So that looks good. MMAT could see movement with it being on short sale restriction. Today was another crazy algo trade day yesterday. The dividend needs to be resolved before it can really take off. We got 430s for SYTA. We'll see if it gets back over 450. SPY itself is up huge today. Let's see what people are saying about the SPY itself and what the reason for this movement is. USA trade balance for October came in at 67.1 billion in losses versus 66.8 billion in losses. Estimated prior 80.9 billion in losses. USA trade balance for October was 67.1. Consensus estimate of 66.8 bill. Prior reading was 80.9 billion. Non-farm productivity quarter over quarter for the third quarter was 5.2% down versus 4.9% down expected prior of 5% down. Non-farm productivity quarter over quarter for the third quarter. Wells Fargo came out and said that the Fed might need to move quicker to address inflation concerns. JP Morgan had some type of catalyst that dropped today. Tesla is getting the highest mentions on Wall Street Bets. Here's Tesla. I know that's fake Tesla. Here's real Tesla. Tesla back over 1,000. Great day yesterday. Kind of rebounding with the market and probably propping up the market to a certain extent as well. Here's SYTA at 430s, 436s, 438s. Hey, later, Heartless. Anyone in Hood? I used to be in Hood. I ended up getting out. I think Hood will be fine long term. You know, it's tough for Hood though. Like, here's the problem with Hood, right? And I'm a believer in Hood long term. I think Hood will be fine. All right. There we go. Can y'all hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Oh damn. Sorry guys, my real mic is disconnected here. Hold on 1 second, guys. This is not my right mic. Hold on. Stay. I know that. Here, come here. Here, come. Good girl. Bro. All right, there we go. I don't know what's wrong with my mic, guys. I think I just can't mess with it. I just can't touch it. All right, we're good. All right, but anyways, the problem with Robinhood, maybe Robinhood's behind this. The problem with Robinhood is that when Robinhood first came out, Addie, no. Lay down. Good girl. All right, so the problem with Robinhood is that when Robinhood first came out, it was the only platform that was offering 0 commissions. And its whole spiel at the time was that, oh, we're taking from the rich and giving to the poor. We're giving people 0 commissions so that the everyday Joe can get involved with the stock market, right? Like, that was the point of Robinhood. That's why they were called Robinhood, is because they had 0 commissions. And to Robinhood's credit, they changed the trading game for they changed the trading game forever. You know, they made it possible to trade with 0 commissions. You know what I mean? Like, prior to Robinhood really getting on board, I was paying $7 a round trip, you know, $10 a round trip, you know, $15 a round trip on TOS, 14 something. And so in order to compete with the other brokers, the other brokers eventually started giving away 0 commissions, and they're profiting from the order flow. And that's fine, because I would rather them profit their little 1 cent per transaction than charge me $14 a round trip. And that's good. And so Robinhood changed the trading game forever. Now, the problem with them now is that they don't really have anything special anymore. They just don't really have anything special. TD Ameritrade 0 commissions, Schwab 0 commissions, E-Trade 0 commissions. And so most major platforms in the US now don't have commissions. They're doing the same thing Robinhood did, which is profiting from the order flow, which is fine. But it's kind of a hard sell for Robinhood at this point. You know, Webull, no offense, far better platform than Robinhood in my personal subjective opinion. Robinhood, don't sue me. I know you go out there suing people for saying bad stuff. Don't sue me, Robinhood. But that's the truth. Right. And so I like Robinhood. I think new traders a lot of the time use Robinhood. And to Robinhood's credit, I think their options trading is very nice. I like their options trading. But the question you have to ask yourself in Robinhood is that going to be enough to really gain the user base that they want. You know, Weeble's a tough competitor to Robinhood. Better charting, better platform, zero commissions, more professional platform in general, broader platform as well, just better in my opinion. And so the question is Robinhood going to be able to compete with that? And what is so special about Robinhood? The only thing they got going for them is their ease of use. It's much easier to use Robinhood than anywhere else for brand new traders. But once a trader matures, do they really need Robinhood? Are they going to stay with Robinhood? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Also, I mean, let's just talk about the elephant in the room really quick. You know, Robinhood, be it all, steal from the rich and give to the poor. They did the exact opposite during the Dogecoin, AMC craziness, GameStop craziness earlier this year. They did the exact opposite. They halted the stock, basically killed the momentum in certain instances on those squeezes, probably to protect. Again, I'm going to preface this, but this is just pure subjective opinion and speculation. Probably isn't true, but it might be. I don't know. But it seemed to a lot of traders that they were protecting their big bank hedge fund interests and thus slowing down some of those squeezes so that their buddies that were at hedge funds didn't get hurt so bad. That's what it seemed like to a lot of people. Not saying it's true. Robinhood, don't sue me. Not an investment professional. Don't know if any of this is true. This is all just telling stories over here. Might not be true. I don't know. But it seemed that way. Let's be honest here. Let me know what you think. Here's Robinhood now. It's currently at $22. Is it a buy for you? Let me know. Dude, I don't know what's going on. Even me slightly bumping. That's a good girl. Even me slightly bumping my mic. It's a good girl. Hey, hey. Shh, 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 shh. That's a good girl. Look at this baby. That's a good girl. Yeah, that's a good girl. I know. I'll let you down. All right, we'll go get in bed. Addie, go. Go get in bed. Addie, go. Addie, go get in bed. It's okay. Go get in bed. Good girl. Good girl. See, Addie's smart, bro. She knows. I don't know if this mic is gonna work. There we go. I had to go old school with it. Go straight, you know, Nintendo 64, Nintendo blowing on cartridges just to get this to work, man. All right, lesson learned. Do not bump my mic. It's going to get all weird. But all right, I think it's working. Let me know how the audio. Mic check. Let me do a sound check. We good? All right, guys. Hey, well, do your thing, YOLO. But just understand, Robinhood is mostly meant for you new young traders that are just now entering the market. You know what I mean? All right, so yeah, we're back, guys. We're back. Hey, what's up, Slade? Hey, good morning, bro. Yeah, I gotta go old school with it, dude. Yeah, Boneyard, you know. Great thinking minds over here. Hey, but we're working. We're back. All right, so let me know what y'all are watching. SYTA on the move. We got JZXN. Man, JZXN might have faked me out a little bit, but it's all good if it did, you know. Back overview up here. We'll see if it rides up. We got some other stuff here. We're still watching CFVI. Still watching LGVN too. LGVN's a little bit slow. Prague is up today. Looks good. BHAT is popping up a little bit. So yeah, we got JZXN. We've got SYTA. I got BIOC that we're looking at as well. PHUN and DWIC are up today, so we're watching those two. See if we can get over like 50 here, right around 48 50s or so. We'll see if that continues or if that holds or what's going to happen there as well for it. How many futures contracts should I take if I want to trade futures? So here's the thing. If you're just now starting futures, paper trade first. There's paper trading that you can practice on. So paper trade. There's a practice thing. If you're using Top Step, practice with paper first. Please practice with paper first. Number two is that if you want to use real size, if you want to use real trades in futures, trade the micro E-mini. Instead of trading the ES, trade the MES. The E-mini is going to move 1250 per tick. All right, that's pretty large. That's like the equivalent of 1,250 shares. You know, so if it goes up 1 cent, you're down 1250. You know, if it goes up against you 5 cents, you're down big fast. Same thing in futures. If you use the regular E-mini, every tick up or down, it's 1250 at profit or losses. But the micro E-mini, so you put MES instead of ES, you look for MES. That's only $1.25 per tick, and so much safer. And that's what I would learn on if you insist on using real money without paper. Trade the micro. It's much safer. And then once you're good and profit from the micro, then you can kind of scale up and trade the regular. At least that's what I would do. All right, so anything else that you guys see? I know JZXN, DWAC is trying. What's your favorite stock right now, guys? Let me know. Oh, let's do a poll. I forgot to do a poll today. Let's do a poll. What do you guys think the poll should be? What's up, Vicky? LGVN holding higher. Strictly use Revel. Good morning, Juan. Tiny play. What's up, Michael? Mana. Yeah, I bought some mana yesterday. Working really well. Oh, I got a You still sound nerdy. Might need more work. Bro, I'm the biggest nerd, dude. You know, like people used to get offended by the word nerd, bro. Like nerds rule the world when they get older, dude. Like everybody can make fun of them and like that's cool. But like nerds are the ones that make money when they get older. You know what I mean? And so I'll be a nerd, bro. You know, and I am a nerd to be honest, dude. When I was 12, I created a website. It was a Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask walkthrough. When I was like 11, I can't remember how old I was. I was like 10, 11, something like that. Used to be super into Pokemon cards too. Super into Pokemon cards. Love Star Wars. I'm just a big nerd, bro. That's cool. You know, I'm a programmer. You know, I program stuff too. So, in all different facets of nerddom, I'm in. You know what I mean? And that's cool because, like I said, nerds make bank when they get older, and so nerds are out there living life. All right, we got SYTA. It's at 420s. We'll see what happens. JZXN is at 202s. Looks like I got faked out initially there, which is all good. It happens. CTK is trying as well. Yeah, I'm looking at Prague. Prague's up to 3s. We'll see if it holds. What is your favorite crypto? I don't know if that's a good poll. I tend to prefer yes or no questions in polls. So like we're gonna do a poll. I tend to prefer yes or no. So how about do you think the market ends green today? Let's do a broader market. Do you think the market ends green today? Or how about do you think the market opens green? Or no, the market's gonna open green. Do you think the market stays green today? It's already green. Do you think it stays green today, yes or no? Yeah. No? For the one person that just voted no, I'm sitting there like, damn, bro, you don't think the market ends green? Look how green we are today, bro. Look at it. Yeah, Prague's up. I'm looking at $3 for Prague. We'll see if Prague holds. But no, I've told the story before. Like my dad got a letter from the movie studio that did one of the Star Wars prequels, and apparently I was illegally downloading the Star Wars prequels before they were out in theaters. I remember I watched all of them before they came out in theaters. I think I was using like LimeWire or something, but for some reason I was accidentally like streaming the movies to other people, so other people had access to what I was downloading and watching, and they sent me a cease and desist letter when I was like 11, you know, about downloading illegal movies or whatever it was, and they told me to stop sharing them with other people or they would sue me or something like that. My dad got super upset. I was grounded for like a few weeks. So yeah, big Star Wars fan too. All right. JZXN trying to make moves. Vote on the poll right now, guys. Let us know. All right, so we got SYTA on the move. ISIG, yeah, ISIG going crazy, man. Huge movement yesterday too, and it's kind of back up. We'll see what happens now. Yeah, not a fan. You didn't like the prequels? The prequels weren't that good. I don't know. I liked Addy. Oh, you're by me, Addy. Okay, you can stay there. That's okay. As long as you don't eat my computer cord, you're good, Addy. You can hang out by me. That's good. My top watch is Slade. What's up, bro? Oh, I still got to email you. I email you right now, Slade. Hold on. All right, so yeah, my top watches today: Prague, ISIG, SYTA, JZXN. I see Givo start to move. Givo just got some type of catalyst, I believe. I'm trying to think of what Givo is. I've seen Givo off and on for years now in the market. I'm trying to remember what this actually is. It's up 7.5% today, almost 8% now. They reported a partnership with Colmar Americas for a fuel supply deal for 45 million gallons per year of liquid hydrocarbons valued at $2.4 billion over 8 years. So a $2.4 billion deal for Givo, which is great. Float of about 200 million. But it's a good catalyst. You know, they basically hit a $2.5 billion deal, 8-year, $2.5 billion deal. So great news for Givo here. Honestly, really good catalyst. You know, not the best looking daily chart, but it's not a bad daily chart either, to be honest, actually. $5 support, you know, looks interesting, and we'll see if it holds. But yeah, definitely watching this, and we'll see what happens. But Givo looking strong. Good day yesterday, too, for Givo. So what do you guys think of Givo? Good, bad? You like it, dislike it? Let me know. Yeah, let me post the, let me ask the question here in the stream. What do you think about the Givo catalyst? Good or bad? Buy or sell? Let us know. It's up to 550s. We'll see if it holds at the VWAP and bounces there. But definitely watching it. Yeah, I remember, Rick. Hey, good luck with that, brother. You know, wish you guys the best, man, of course. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. All right, sorry. Addie's sitting there. All right, SYTA popping back over VWAP here. It's at 450s. Maybe we'll buy a little bit if it pulls back to 450. Maybe. I don't know. Of course, I think it's a little iffy of a trade, but we'll consider it, especially if it moves up to test 475 and then pulls back to 450. Let's see. So let's see if we get a dip here. Okay. All right, SYTA at 470s. Yeah, for sure. All right, so here's a dip. This is what we're looking to buy into here. All right, so we're in with 25 shares, small position. All right, so Givo bouncing at 460s. SYTA back up. Like I said, we might add a little bit more to this. All right, we're with 50 shares. Gonna be a tight risk though. We're not gonna hold it too long. Trying to give ourselves a risk under VWAP. Maybe 440s, 540s, or 440s is reasonable, I think. So like here is what we're looking at. Now look at Givo spiking up. Givo spiking up at 470s. Testing highs for Givo. Yeah, so Tiny, we're actually going to yeah, of course, like listen, if y'all want to get something set up, we can donate directly to Rick, of course. But him and I were talking about a charity, maybe doing like a charity stream one day, you know, or something. For I believe it was St. Jude is what he talked to me about. I have to talk to him a little bit more about it. But yeah, we're certainly down to do that. Now we got 450s here, 450s. So we'll see if we bounce here. We're just looking for it to bounce at 450, head back up to the top of the range at 480 or so. Cat food shortage. I'm not really a cat guy. All right, there's some profit. We're gonna take a little bit more on the move here. All right, we're holding 10 shares left. Caught the bounce. And I hope you guys saw how we managed this trade. We specified a risk. We specified a reward target. We knew exactly where we're going to get in, exactly where we're going to get out, and exactly what we're going to do in the trade. All right, we're getting a pop. Nice, 80s. You love to see it. All right, we're going to just get out there. So that's kind of how you manage these trades. Again, remember what I said earlier? I think I actually mentioned this. Like, this is the exact same strategy we talk about, which is we get volume showing up. Here's, again, pay attention, guys. This strategy is incredibly profitable. It's my most profitable pre-market strategy. All right, we get volume show up. Kind of out of nowhere is what we want to see. Like, we want to see low volume and then high volume all of a sudden. And then what we look for is we look for a reclaim of the VWAP. And then we buy the pullback, ride the bounce up. Very common strategy. I use it every day. Works really well. And yeah. Even though we're not making tons of money in pre-market, we're still kind of getting to the swing of things. I've never been much of a pre-market trader, but I kind of started trading pre-market like a few weeks ago, and we've been having good success. I've been definitely green more than red, and so we're still kind of learning what kind of sizing to take, what kind of range to follow here. No, no, no. Look, you can have that sock. You cannot have that computer cord. Yeah, that Givo contract was huge, $2.5 billion. I mean, I like cats, don't get me wrong. So if you're a cat person, look, I still like you. I like cats. Cats are dope too. Carol's just highly allergic to cats. She's a little bit allergic to dogs, but she's highly allergic to cats. And so there's no chance we could get a cat. But cats are cool, man. Like, they love you and they're loyal. You know what I mean? Like, cats are loyal and they're good. Like, they're sweet animals. I like cats. I just like dogs more. You know? And dogs are smarter. You know, I know there's the common saying, like, people act like cats are smarter than dogs. They're not. Dogs are much smarter than cats. So I just want the smarter animal, you know. Good girl. Good girl. All right, so Givo popping up, breaking highs. Or testing highs. We got higher lows. We got good volume. We got a great catalyst here for Givo. 200 million in the float. So yeah, we're definitely watching Givo now. It's up to 575s. Looks good. Yeah, cat love is conditional. Yeah, it's a 1 minute chart. BJDX if we get some more volume. I mean, if we get more volume, then we're looking a little bit better. I just think right now, low liquidity stock for the most part prior to today. We got a catalyst. Listen, if we could get a pop over VWAP here, similar to SYTA here, like if we can get a move over VWAP and then a pullback and a bounce, then maybe we'll buy like a dip here. But again, maybe. It's a big if. Again, of course, not an investment professional here, guys. Please don't copy me. I don't want you to copy me in my trades. Not financial advice, not professional investors, not gurus, not experts. You know, we're just a free resource for beginners. That's all we are here. So understand that. But like, that's what we look for BJDX. Of course, I can't guarantee it's going to do anything. It might crash. It might rip up. Who knows? Givo's popping up. So Givo's making moves. We'll see what happens there. Prague, LGBN at 2050s here, but there goes Givo here up to 580s. Wow, look at Givo making rips. We got about 18 minutes. Never seen a dog use the toilet. Lots of cats can. I understand that, but you never see a cat shake or sit or stay or come or fetch a ball for the most part. You know what I mean? And so, like, cats have biological programming that helps them be a little bit easier to potty train, but dogs are just far more intelligent pets. You know, Givo, rip it up. It's at 615s. Givo making big rips. Look at that high break at 580s. Let's see if we bounce at 6. And we bounced at 6. Let's see if we hold now. Hey, look, we drew out exactly where we were going to bounce, guys. And again, it goes back to psychological levels. Like, how do we know it was going to bounce here at 6? How do we know that? How do we draw a level there and we bounce directly off of that? It's because it's psychological. All right, so other traders that watch this breakout, they're saying, okay, where can I buy a micro pullback? A lot of times they're going to just pivot to whole dollars. And so we got $6 here. We break above that. The next step is to look for a support hold. Traders buy into this dip here. Now, of course, it might just crash from this point on, but it already bounced 20 cents from the $6 level. But yeah, that's why we watch them. And again, the more you trade technicals, the easier it'll be to kind of document and understand these swings and movements. All right, so SYTA holding over VWAP, that still looks pretty solid too. Still watching Prague, but Givo probably top watch right now. Huge volume, good movement. We'll see if it continues. Yeah, I like cats and dogs. Dogs are just more intelligent. Like, listen, in studies, like, this isn't really just opinion either. Like, it's pretty much facts that dogs are more intelligent than cats. It's been studied a lot, to be honest. There's the $6 bounce again up there, 630s. And I like cats, but dogs are just obviously more intelligent. And I get it, if you have a cat and you don't have a dog, you might be like, but like, studies have shown dogs are more intelligent. And I still like cats. Cats are dope. You know, they're cool. But dogs are better, in my subjective opinion. You know, Givo up there to 630s, ripping up big at $6 now. We'll see if it holds. Looks good. Sounds like we got a lot of cat people in the chat, though. For that, I apologize, guys. Listen, I love you all. I'm just saying. Yeah. All right, so Givo making moves, guys. Givo's flying here right now. Making big rips. Huge move. Flying up. All right, so we still have SYTA that's trying here. We're at 640s for Givo. We got about 14 minutes left until the open. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Kurt. That's a great analogy. Cats are comedy relief. Dogs are companions. Right. You want a companion, get a dog. You know. You want a little bit more excitement around the house, get a cat. You know. All right, SYTA at 470s. Yeah. I like cats, bro. Cat people mad in the chat. It's all good. Look, SYTA still looking solid. Watching it over 450s now. Holding at 450s. Bounce directly off of there. I think I'm lagging a little bit, guys. Are y'all lagging some too? There we go. Probably got too much stuff up, to be honest, right now. Oh, today's we got NBA Top Shot today, so we're gonna be buying up some more cards on NBA Top Shot. All right, we got Jibo up there to 650s, man. Jibo is not even stopping, bro. It's still heading up. It's still ripping up big. Should I get into the Forex market? Should I? Like I've heard good things about the Forex market. I'm a scalper and I just don't know how good is the Forex market for scalping specifically. You know, like that's my biggest question. Man, look at Jivo, bro. Jivo is just not even stopping, dude. Jivo is going crazy right now. No, I didn't take Jivo. Yeah, for sure. All right, y'all hit that thumbs up button. Petey with the eye. Petey was dope. Also, Little Rascals. All right, here's the SYTA pulling back to 450. I'm kind of considering buying this again. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. PTN is trying to, but Prague. SIG. All right, guys, what do you guys see right now? All right, guys, so we're getting a pullback here. Here's Jivo dip. Should I buy this Jivo dip right now? I'm kind of thinking about it. What do you guys think? Should I buy this Jivo dip? Yes, no? Maybe so. All right, guys, we got 9 minutes here, 9 minutes. Should I buy this Jivo dip? Let me know, guys. I'm trying to think about it. I don't know what I want to do with this yet. Should I buy the Jivo dip? Yes and hold. Look, I'll buy 25 shares. Fail bait. All right, we're failed. We'll add back to 617s. We're only going to hold 25 shares now, and we'll add back to 617s. Like I said, we'll add back to this level here. And use a $6 risk level. So if it breaks under 6, we'll get out. The problem is I don't ever hold anything, guys. Like, that's the big problem, is that I don't ever hold anything. Now we got 8 minutes to the opening bell, guys. 8 minutes. Let me know what you guys think. There's 640s. We'll buy a little bit of the pullback too. Like I said, we're kind of waiting for a dip to buy into. Here's SYTA pulling back some too. All right, we might reject at 650 here, I'm thinking. And there's the rejection. I just don't want to see a flash crash here real quick on this. Like I said, we'll add on the dip here. If we need to, at least. We're going to add to it. We just didn't quite get our position in the books. What? Oh, man. Hold on, guys. There we go. Oh, never mind. Okay, good. Ooh, you love to see it. We gotta take a little bit off here, I guess. We're holding 10 shares, see if this thing continues. We might buy it. Like I said, we might add a little bit back to 640s here. We got 5 minutes until the opening bell. 5 minutes, guys. I'm gonna buy a little bit of SYTA dip. 25 shares. We're back over 450s now. Thinking about adding some more to Givo here. See if we can hold over 650 here. We'll add a little bit more. Or no, we'll hold 25 shares. That's fine. All right, we're at 650s here for Givo. DWSC's popping up a little bit. It's at like $46. I want to see SYTA bounce here, but we're trying to be patient and wait for it. But who knows? If we break under 450, we'll just get out. We want to see this bounce. Waiting on a SPY, still bouncing at 464s. I try to see if I don't know whether I know I don't want to hold this into the open. Like, I know I don't want to hold Givo into the open because a lot of the time at the open we get like little mini crashes, mostly from profit taking. And so, yeah, we're just gonna get out this small little break-even trade basically. But it's a green trade nonetheless. But yeah, we don't want to get stuck holding it through the open. Just too much risk there, unfortunately. And we can hold this one pretty tight at 450s too. You know, see if we can get green for SYTA. And again, we might buy these back and do stuff after the open. But for now, you know, we're just not going to mess with it. We don't want to hold that through the opening bell. Just too much risk there. right, there's 460s for SYTA. We'll see if it continues. Like I said, we have this 630 level. We got 3 minutes into the open, or I would buy this one too. Like I said, vote on the poll. Do you think the market stays green, or what do you think it's going to do? All right, we're in SYTA here. I'm waiting for SYTA. We got 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Good luck. Two minutes, guys. All right, so SYTA, we're slightly green. What's the float on GVO? It's about 200 million. All right, I'd prefer not to hold SYTA into the open either. Like, I don't really want to hold this unless I can sell like right at the opening bell. I'm not really one to like holding penny stocks into the opening bell. There's just too much risk. A lot of the time we get little flash crashes at the open, and then sometimes they rebound, sometimes they don't. And so I don't really want to get stuck in one of those. So if we do hold to the open, we're going to sell. We're going to be very, very quick and decisive with our exits. We're not going to try to risk too much. Hopefully we get a little run up before the bell, though. We're pretty close to break even. We got about 30 seconds, 40 seconds left until the opening bell. Or get a little bit of a pop here. We're going to unload some risk there just so we're not holding a super big position into the open. All right, guys, there's the opening bell. There's the bell. All right, so we're in SYTA here. Let's see what happens with GVO. I'm going to change the EXT so I don't get stuck in that trap like I got before. All right, good. All right, GVO, guys, at 620s. SYTA moving up, so maybe I should have held my position there, but it's all good. All right, so we're out. So we're small green in pre-market again. SPY is consolidating right now. Now we're at 480s for SYTA, 480s. All right, so we're still getting some rip ups for SYTA. All right, guys, so we got SYTA popping up to $5 here. We're watching GVO to see if we can get a rebound here. Watching ISIG. I'm looking at Prague as well. LGVN is down. Here's Prague. Prague is at 3s here, but look at SYTA start to run. SYTA starting to run. All right, so SYTA flying up here. I don't know what we want to do with this. Maybe we can buy a pullback to the VWAP. We're just kind of waiting for this now. The SPY itself is ripping up green today, but SYTA is probably the best looking stock on the watch right now. Watching Prague too, down a little bit. We'll see if we get a $5 dip maybe for SYTA here. Here's 5. Maybe we'll see if we get a dip there. SPY looking very, very strong right now. Very green movement. Yeah, market looks good. What's up, T? Ferrets are dope. All right, so SYTA flying up. We never got the $5 pullback. We got 5/10s. So we'll see what happens there. We've got the SPY itself up big at 465s right now. So SPY's moving. We're watching Jibo for a rebound here. Thoughts on paper? I think you might be looking at the wrong stock, brother. SYTA is up pretty big in pre-market right now, bro. It was 250 yesterday. It's currently at 550s, so it's up over 100%. All right, Prague dumping. ISIG coming back though. SYTA flying up. It's at 550s. SPY itself ripping up too. Yeah, it's up huge. No, you're good. Yeah, it happens. Watching the SPY itself kind of being a little bit calmer now. Maybe we'll buy into a pullback here, but big range right now, to be honest, for this one. All right, we're in with 25 shares. Just seeing if we get a reversal up to the top of that range, up to like 550 or so. We can take profits quick, scalp, get in and out, and then come back. There we go, 540s. See if we test 550 now. 540s. We get under 530s, we'll come back another time. 525, I guess, is a good level. We'll give. Prague fell really quickly here. Waiting for some consolidation in SYTA here. What I don't want is just a flash crash fast. That's the big risk. We're gonna get out here. Too much risk. Maybe we'll jump back in it. Maybe it bounces. We might have missed the move there. That's possible too, for sure. But just too much risk. We're gonna wait. A little bit too extended. Like I said, usually we want an immediate bounce. If we don't get an immediate bounce, we're just not gonna mess with it. And we'll come back to it. And we might get faked out sometimes there. But like I said, we want an immediate bounce, like right when we get in. If we don't get that, we're just gonna come back and regroup. Here's YVR. This is an NFT stock. Not really as much volume, to be honest. And it looks like we might have gotten faked out, which is all right. AMC at 3020s. Here's the SPY itself. Yeah, we got faked out. We got up to 550s. It's all good though. It happens. You're never gonna catch every move, especially when you're scalping like me. You're gonna get faked out sometimes, and it's inevitable. SPY looking really strong though. Still green on the day. We're just kind of waiting for some good setups. LGVN. Yeah, ISAG falling down some. Yeah, LVGN is up. It just needs more volume. And so we'll see what we get there. We're waiting for it. All right, guys, so we got 550s for SYTA. Let me know what you think it's going to do. All right, so there's 560s for SYTA. There's 5. All right, guys, we got a SYTA flying up. It's at 580s right now, 580s. So let's see if it breaks 6. What do you guys think it does here? Here, sorry. Hold on. All right, sorry. Trying to get Carol to pick me up something to eat, but I don't know if she's going to. There's SYTA at 615s. Huge rips. Got faked out, certainly. A little bummed out about it, but it's all good. We're watching the SPY itself. It's consolidating over the VWAP here, so we'll see what happens. Are you happy with your brokerage firm? No. All right, so SYTA rejecting at 630. Starting to go kind of parabolic here. What's the float of SYTA? I'm trying to remember what it is. It's 194. No, that's GVO. Small. It's 3.7 million, so very small float for SYTA. So y'all be careful, but it's put in big percentage moves as a small float stock. What happened to JZXN? Whatever happened to CFVI? CFVI starting to rebound here. It's up to 1320, so volume's not that bad for this one either. Watching the SPY itself, ideally what I'm honestly looking for is a reversal in the SPY and a break of lows that I can short into if we get that set up there. So that's kind of what we're looking for. We're just looking for a reversal and a short of the SPY if we can. All right, there goes CFVI here. GVO didn't do much. It didn't really rebound, unfortunately. All right, DWAC not doing much. PHU win. Not doing much. Frog down. Just kind of waiting here. The only real one moving is SYTA. And so it's a little bit too extended up here for me personally. So we're just going to have to wait for it, guys. Let me know what you're trading. Green or red so far? We're slightly red. Or no, it's not. We're slightly green. Green or red so far, guys? Let me know. We're watching SYTA pretty heavily here. I guess I'll try a SPY bounce if we can. If I can, if TOS wasn't freaking lagging, bro. Come on, man. Oh my gosh, dude. It's so slow, bro. I could have gotten filled already. Come on, TOS. Oh my gosh, dude. This is so slow. All right, we just bought a little bit of the SPY. But man, my TOS is lagging pretty heavily. So we get a little bounce here. Getting our feet wet with SPY trades so far. SYTA still flying up. It's at 615s, 620s. Watching for a GVO rebound. CFVI didn't end up holding those gains, unfortunately. All right, we're at 464s for this SPY trade. I'm honestly waiting for a dip in SYTA, and we just haven't gotten it yet. I'm waiting for the dip. LGVN or CFVI is popping back. GVO looks to be over with, I guess. All right, SPY making moves. Looks good. Trying to patiently wait for it, though. Looks okay. Seeing if the SPY can start to rip. We're in a small position here. Waiting for it. Here's a pullback for SYTA. Should I buy this dip? Come on, TOS, man. My TOS is lagging. Let me exit out of some stuff. All right, maybe that'll help. Trying to see if we get a rip on the SPY itself. Nice. Oh, we took half off. All right, there we go. Nice. Got the rip. All right, so we just got out of that. Small little scalp. We're up small on day. We're up $15, almost exactly 15. Buying this little $6 pullback on SYTA. The problem is that when this reverses, it can reverse fast. So we're in 25 shares, but we're going to be very apprehensive about holding this long term. We're just looking for a quick bounce up to 650s, 630s, test those highs, and then continue. The longer it consolidates down here, the less we like it. And so we just want to see a quick and sudden bounce up. And we'll also take profit into it very quickly if it does, just to protect the trade again, like we said. I took half off. Now we're a little bit safer and more protected, so we can be a little bit more patient with it to see if it can really break 630s. But you see how, like, if I hold a position, I wait for it to bounce. I want to see it bounce immediately. As soon as I get into it, I want to see the pop. I want to see the bounce. If it doesn't do that, I'll get out, and I can always re-enter if I need to. But if it doesn't bounce immediately, we're just gonna jump out quick. Watching 6. We took profit, so we're protected in the trade. We can be a little bit more loose with it now. But it's small. Maybe we'll add some more if it sets up well, but we're just looking to see it hold over 6. If it can't, we'll get out. Somebody unloaded and took profit at the top again. And this is why, like, buying high of the day breakouts usually is not super profitable, because people take profit at these tops. SPY moving up really nicely up to 465, breaking highs. And we're going to get out here. I see it testing. Break-even trade. Maybe I got faked out. We'll jump right back in it if we do. Like I said. All right, we're back in with 25 shares. Not the best entry here. We're looking for a dip in the SPY to buy into too. A lot of stuff else is just choppy and sideways. Let me put the scanners up also here. Are these scanners down? Are Benzinga scanners down for you guys? Let me know. Looking for a dip in the SPY. Now we have a really obvious level. We break under 6, we'll get out. The best YTA. SPY consolidating at the highs here. Looks okay. Trying to get the scanners working. There we go. Okay, Benzinga's down. All right, yeah, no worries. SPY breaking highs again, looking strong. Look at the SPY up here breaking highs. Up there, 460s. There's nice 20s. Took a little bit off. Nice. Capitalizing on this move. We're going to get out there. Small little green trades, but green, it adds up. They add up. We're up about 20 on the day. Building up a cushion that we can swing into. And this is why buying high of the day breakouts don't work, guys. It's one of the reasons I always take profit once we get to these levels, is because there's so many other traders that are taking profit at these highs, right? Like so many other traders are just watching this and they're exiting at the high of the day. And so if you try to buy it there, you're just going to get rejected really, really easily. It's going to happen a lot. It happens with a lot of new traders because the only sign of strength they really understand is high of the day breaks. And so that's where they buy it, but it just ends up just dumping down on them most of the time. And, you know, every occasion they will have one that actually succeeds that way. It ends up continuing to head up. And that misleads them into thinking that it's some type of viable strategy, but it's not. A large majority of the time, it's not. Why? Because the high of the day is a resistance level. And so even if we break over it, a lot of the time people are going to start taking profits. It's going to slam it down. All right, we're up to 640s. Yeah, we got AHI trying to make moves. SDRN's okay if we can get over $6 and hold. But yeah, here goes SYTA. It's moving. We bought a little bit of the SPY itself here. A little bit, not a ton. Just kind of scalping off in one, taking little profits and rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Here's my P&L right now so far. It's not a huge day, of course, but like we're green. I'm thinking about buying some more here on this pullback though, right here. All right, we're with 25 shares. Let's see how this goes. All right, we're out of the SPY. $640s. Let's see if we can test 650 again. We just popped up to 660 really quick and it came right back down, so we didn't do much there. Taking a little bit too long. Consolidating break even here. All right, there's a new candle. New candles are a lot of times bullish, so we'll get like pops on new candles. We'll see if we get that here. We got a little pop, but still waiting. And we're out. We're not going to get faked out of that. We're going to wait. We'll jump back in it if we need to. It might actually bounce right here at 625, right here. That's certainly a possibility, but it's just, like I said, we're basing it off of probabilities, and sometimes the risk is not worth the potential reward there. SPY getting ready to break highs again. Just bought another little position here. There we go. Might get a quick rejection here. Let me try to get out while we can. All right, well, we made some money. That's all right. I think a lot of people are waiting to see if we bounce right here for SYTA. SPY rejecting too easily there, just taking too long. Big rejection in the SYTA. What else is moving, guys? I see TESS, but it's kind of slow. It's green, but it's not super exciting. Mostly sideways action. Got faked out of the SPY a little bit there, it looks like, but that's all good. All right, here's $6 for SYTA, which is a big level. What about GVO? Did GVO do anything? Yeah, look at BBIG looking great. Look at BBIG. Watching 6 for SYTA. BBIG's finally pulling back some. SPY still breaking highs, looking strong. We're up small, like 25 bucks. We'll see if we can keep grinding up a stack. We're only about 20 minutes into the day, though, so we're still all right. But just kind of waiting here. All right, we're buying SYTA here with 25 shares at the $6 dip. See if we can get a quick bounce. Of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money here, so, you know, who knows? It could slam down on me. That's certainly a possibility. Looking for a quick bounce. If we don't get it, we'll get out under 6. SPY still breaking highs. The longer we sit here, the less I like SYTA. DraftKings. No, I'm not much of a political guy, bro. Tyler. I don't really like either side, to be honest. All right. Took a little bit off. Rode the bounce. Just kind of rinse and repeat. Catching a bounce, riding it up, catching a bounce, riding it up, taking profit. DraftKings is just sideways consolidating. Here goes SYTA starting to move more. Man, the market's just breaking highs. I don't know what to do with it. There's not really any pullback entries for me to get involved with. AHI, my bad. Joe, I see you, bro. My bad, dude. Yeah, HI is going up. It's just the problem is that the volume is just too low. You know, 100,000 shares traded per minute is just not enough for me personally. All right, so just kind of hanging out, SPY breaking highs. There's AHI's resumption. It's at 713s. Got really good volume on the resumption, but you know, there's just a lot of red flags, to be honest, with AHI right now. SYTA, let's see if it holds support at that 625 level we drew here. We just jumped in Apple a little bit here. 50 shares. Looking for it to hold over 170s. See what the SPY does here. Under 90s, we'll get out. Hopefully we hold over 170, but under 169.90, we'll get out. Don't look bad. I mean, we're right around 170. Just kind of sitting here, not doing much right now. Waiting to see if the SPY breaks highs too. There we go, 98s, 99s. Come on, Apple. Let's bounce at 170. There you go. All right, so we're in Apple right now. Also looking at AMD. Watching SYTA, watching the SPY just consistently break highs on the upside. All right, good. We're roughly break even on Apple. Let's see if we get a pop now. Market's breaking highs. Hopefully it follows Apple up. Hopefully Apple follows the market up, I mean. Green finally. But in order to justify the risk we're taking, I think we need a little bit more upward movement. Trying still, we're at 170.05. So like I said, I'm using that 170 as kind of like my neutral level. You know, right around 170 is neutral. Underneath 170, I'm not liking the trade. Over 170, I'm liking it, of course. And so if we could just sit over 170, that's great. And if the SPY can continue to push up with Apple, then that's better. Close to break even now. Here goes SYTA finally starting to pop up. So SYTA just broke highs, guys. Market's breaking highs too. Looks like that's influencing Apple, which is what we wanted. Market's still moving up, breaking highs. Still looking at AMD, still right around break even with Apple. SYTA did get rejected at the high of the day. And so, yeah, it's a little bit too sideways moving for me right now. Apple's taking too long. Market's breaking highs. Apple should get a burst, but we're close to break even. It's taking a little bit too long. We just want to see it. I mean, I don't mind it building up a solid support level here at 170, but it's got to eventually go back up. There we go. There's 116s. 170.50 is what we're kind of shooting for on a reward target here. We need to get up to the 20s, 170.20s. There we go. All right, we took half off. Now we're a little bit safer. So even if it reverses on us, we can be a little bit more loose with the position now that we've taken some profit there. Up there to 170.20s, 25s. Good. We'll let this work. Like I said, 170.50 is kind of the ideal level that we want to see now. 30s. Okay. Nice. We'll take a little bit more off. Protect the trade a little bit more. Now we're super safe and we could just let this run. We're watching SYTA here. We want to see if we bounce. Pretty sideways movement, but all right, so there's the move up to 170.30s. Like I said, we're shooting for 170.50s. Got 40s now. We're good. See if we can pop up to 40s. Ideally, we want to see a test 170.40. If we get under 30s, we'll probably get out the rest of this and just end green. So we'll let it work. See if we can get over 170.40. If not, we'll just get out. It's all good either way. Green trade no matter what. Good position to find yourself in. Close to my exit. All right. Yeah, we're just going to get out there. Small little win, but we'll take it. You know, we're up about $35 on the day. Like I said, ultimately, we're trying to shoot for, maybe we got faked out here for Apple, but either way, we're okay. You bought Apple right under descending resistance. That's why it's struggling. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at it in terms of like trend, right? So like all day today, Apple has maintained an upward trend. And so every time Apple pulled back to the VWAP today, it's bounced up and it's continued kind of in this upward trend. Now, sometimes it'll have streaks of consolidation and sideways action. But when I bought Apple there, I was ultimately betting that it would continue in that upward trend. And that's exactly what it did. So I bought it around here. Ultimately just betting that it's going to continue up in an upward trend, maintain over the VWAP, because the VWAP is what we're using to decipher what kind of trend it's in. If it's above VWAP green, below VWAP red trend. And so when we pulled back to the VWAP, I thought it was an easy little dip buy that we can shoot it to take advantage of the trend. Also, another thing that was influencing that trade was the SPY itself was moving up really strong. And so the SPY and just the broader market, you know, the Dow, the SPY, usually those are going to influence large blue chip companies like Apple. And so if the SPY and the market and the Dow are all doing really well, then Apple's usually going to follow it up to a certain extent, not 100%, but to a certain extent. And so those are all the things that influence that trade there. But again, of course, we're scalping. So, you know, we get in and out fast. FAMI, SPY options. Yeah, I got to check out SPY options for sure. Yeah, Apple might lead the market. I think it depends, to be honest, Mark. I think some days it's going to lead, some days the market's going to follow it. But I think today's one of the days where the market is leading. You know, and the reason I think that is because you can look at the extent to which both of these are green on the day, right? So the SPY very green, testing highs, breaking up. Apple a little bit less green, but still green. And so because of that, I'm assuming that Apple is following the SPY today as opposed to the opposite. And so we'll see what happens. You know, we'll see what happens. We got the SPY, Apple moving, and hopefully we'll get some good trades involved, but who knows? SPY pulling back some now. Maybe it's time for a dip. Who knows? Bearish in Apple. Oh. Sens ripping SENS. Yeah, actually, you're right, Mark. That's probably true. Speaking of trades, we're currently shorting. So we just shorted AMD right at the VWAP. And again, I want you guys to understand the logic behind these trades, okay? So again, with Apple here, we were betting that the trend would continue on the upside, and it did. You know, you could see Apple during that day, it was maintaining in that upward trend. Every time it pulled back to the VWAP area, it would bounce right off of that specific level. And we're using the same thing with AMD here. It's just the opposite. So again, all day today, you can see AMD was maintaining below the VWAP in a downward trend. And so you have to think of it in terms of probabilities. And some of the safest trades to get involved with are just trend continuation bets, right? So betting that Apple's going to bounce at the VWAP and continue this trend is the same thing as betting that AMD is going to reject at the VWAP here, like I shorted into, and continue that downward trend. And so, you know, just trend continuation bets are some of the easiest probability trades to get involved with if you're day trading. I'm not saying they're easy to make, but they're some of the easier trades if you're day trading, in my personal subjective opinion. Of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money, but like betting on specific trends in large chip companies when, you know, they're maintaining obvious self-evident trends is some of the easier bets, I think. And that's what you'll see me take as well. I'm trading on Thinkorswim. ISIG. Yeah, look at ISIG, guys. Wow. ISIG up to 1180s here. 1180s for ISIG. Crazy big rip. Huge move. Up there to 1180. So big move for ISIG. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. I don't mean to say I told you, so I'm really not trying to, Cal, because you know I get stuck in some moves like this all the time, brother. So don't think I'm trying to be self-righteous or not self-righteous, but don't think I'm trying to act better than, you know, you or anything like that, because, you know, God knows it happens to me too. But it's one of the things, like, if a stock is moving up and it's halted with no volume, I'm not really wanting to mess with it. If the volume's super light, it's usually just going to be a choppy resumption. There's a lot of emotions, and it's just tricky to trade, you know. Yeah, so ISIG is now halted, guys. It'll resume at 10:09 market time. 10:09 market time, which is in 1 minute, is when ISIG should resume. We're still watching the SYTA. It's maintaining that upward trend too. All right, so is Mana ripping? I hope it is because I'm holding it. Nice, beautiful. You love to see it. Wish I would have caught it this morning at 4:15s, but we're just gonna add on this pullbacks. All right, so ISIG should be resuming sometime in the next 60 seconds. You know, it could be sometime anywhere between in the next 70 seconds. ISIG should be resuming, and so let's watch for the resumption here for ISIG and see what happens. Very volatile stock, very volatile halt. And so we'll see what we get. But let's watch for the resumption. It should be right now. So, okay, they're just opened up. It's at 12:30s right now. So let's see what ISIG does. Specifically, let's watch for volume coming in. Volume's coming in, over 200,000 shares traded. Let's look at let's look at $12 support or resistance area here. Let's watch that $12, maybe for pullbacks into or something like that. Currently, we're up $43 on the day, if you're wondering what my P&L count is like right now. Not bad. We're green. Yeah, I'm not an options thing, brother Mo. I don't know, man. To be honest, bro. It's not one of the stocks that it's not one of the niches of trading that I'm super experienced in. CFVI, guys, flying up today. Wow. Look, it went right up to this previous resistance level we drew, too. I drew that yesterday or today, maybe. Maybe I drew it in pre-market. Yeah, but look, exactly where we go to here. So let's see if we bounce at this next support level right here. Right where we're at now. Let's see if we bounce at like 35 is where this resistance support level is, 1235. I think we already bounced there, though. Look at that. Yeah, that's exactly where we bounced. So, all right, let's watch for CFVI. Let's see if CFVI bounces here and continues. Lost a little bit on it in pre-market today, but SPY is just consistently moving up. Just hasn't even looked back. SPY bouncing big. AMD trying to test highs. Apple still moving up. I could have gotten 170.50s on Apple. All right, look, yeah, and look at exactly where we bounced, guys. Same level we talked about, this 1235 level. And so, big thing you guys got to understand is that you can memorize strategies as much as you want, but if you have a firm grasp of technicals, you can create your own strategies, you know. AMC. Yeah, we're at 3120s for AMC, so we're moving up. Looks good. AMC flying up. SYTA not really holding. ISIG trying to hold at VWAP. Yeah, CFEI flying, guys, at 14s. Testing highs of pre-market, breaking highs of pre-market, testing highs from yesterday now. At 1403s. Apple's still breaking highs. Market's still ripping up, looking very strong. I was looking for this little pullback here at 1275, but we never got it. I'm still considering it though. All right, so watching AMD start to move back up here. Like I said, we're still looking at that 1370s dip. Okay, of course, Jawoin. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, brother. But of course, man, happy to help, dude. Yeah, we bought CVFI with 25 shares here on this pullback. Rave music? I don't know if it's rave music. We're also currently in DraftKings right here. If you want to see my two positions. All right, we took half off of DraftKings. Riding the rest up. Took a little bit more off there. Let the rest roll. Let's see if we get a bounce in CVFI. I like this dip area. We'll just get out here for DraftKings. Took a little scalp on DraftKings. And like I said, these all add up, man. We're up $50 on the day, over 50. This is the P&L currently. See if we get this continuation bounce. SYTA still holding and trying, but do you watch level 2? Not really, Marwan. I mean, we have, but like I watch level 2 to judge spread on my other charts on the screen, on screens y'all can't see. But again, I said it yesterday, like there's a lot of people like they try to teach the level 2 and the level 2 can help, but it's not, it shouldn't be your end all be all. Like the reality of it is it's highly manipulated, in all honesty. Just highly manipulated. And so it's very difficult to base your trades around the level 2 because anybody can throw an order up and just trick traders into thinking there's a larger size there than there really is, or there's, you know, more buyers there than there really are. And so it's just highly manipulated indicator that there's a lot of people selling courses on it and stuff like that because they want to seem like they know a lot about technicals. But the truth is it's very difficult to base your trades around the level 2. It's highly manipulated. And, you know, my guess is most people teaching it, I'm not saying you can't use it, but it needs to be like just another check that you add into your system, right? It shouldn't be based around purely the level 2 because that's just risky. There's not a lot of super reliable data that you can get from the level 2. Time and sales is a little bit better because it's actually filled orders, but the level 2 is just they got big time traders just throwing up all these massed orders on there. It's just difficult to really use, to be honest. You can use it, but I don't use it a ton, if I'm being honest. And, you know, but every trader's different. Yeah, listen, some traders are going to make it work when I can't. But again, from my personal experience, are we getting halted here? No. Okay. My personal experience with the level 2 is that it's highly manipulated, highly manipulated is the easiest way to put it. All right, this is taking too long. Like I said, I usually want an immediate bounce in this if I jump in. SYTBA bouncing right at the VWAP at 575. All right, under 75 is my risk. Under 1375, so we'll see if we get it. Yeah, exactly what Pawn says. When you see 170,000 share order disappear in seconds, it's not reliable. Right, but then if there's fake walls, Jojo, then what's the purpose of it? Like if there's fake walls, how are you able to read that reliably? You know, like you can judge the spread. You can. The only way I use the level 2 is when the only way I use the level 2. All right, sorry guys, my mic is acting flonky again. All right, there we go. We got the mic working again. I don't know. Every time anybody even closes the door, like my mic goes out. All right, so we did get the pop in CVFI here. We bought the dip to that 1375 level we talked about. Not a huge trade, but I don't like that rejection. We'll just get out there and take the green trade. We'll see what happens with CFVI. We'll see. Hey, nice, Maisha. How many have you gone through all year? What do you mean? One. INOD. Look at SYDA starting to make a move. We need some more volume here. Here's DraftKings dumping down some. So glad we took profit where we did. And this is why I scalp, is because I can predict the next 30, 45 seconds, maybe the next 5 minutes. I can't predict the next 30 minutes very reliably. And so this is why I scalp, is because this is what works for me in my own system. But we're slightly green on the day. We're up 50 something. SPY is just consistently moving up. No turnaround. All right, riding up some. We just made a little bit on AMD. Scalped it pretty quickly, but we rode the bounce up. We're up 17 on AMD today, up about $60. DWAC. Yeah, DWAC starting to rip. Look at DWAC here. Crazy momentum coming through. If it's a brick, Prague. I don't know. We'll see DWAC make moves. I will say, guys, while I got a second here, MacBook Pro laptop is okay, Danny, but it's still a laptop, brother. And I've got 32 gigs of RAM. My computer's just gonna run a lot smoother, more memory. It just depends on how much RAM you have. DWAC popping up. While we got a second though, guys, I do want to talk about BitGet. If you haven't already checked out BitGet, BitGet is your one-stop shop for crypto. If you've been trying to get into the crypto game, BitGet's probably the place you want to do it. It's really dope. Let me refresh this so you can see it. They've got a lot of these altcoins that other people don't have. You know, for the time being, I'm making a lot of money through like Mana. We're making money through game cryptos. You know, we're Bitcoin is up big. Mana just today is up 11%. They do have it on BitGet. Axie Infinity. They've got Sandbox that we're also holding. They've got XRP. They've got a lot of these altcoins that you can't find elsewhere. They have it on BitGet, and you can invest through spot investing at the top. Super easy to use. You could also copy trade, and copy trading is where a lot of people are going to find a ton of value. If we look at some of these copy traders, these guys are incredibly profitable. We looked at this guy yesterday. He's made about 85% this year. He's been on the platform for almost half a year already, 6 months. He's made $366,000 during his time here, running an accuracy rate of 91%. If we look at his followers, he's earned this guy $10,517. And even him as a copy trader, you can be a copy trader on this platform and earn 10%. So on this $10.5 thousand gain, he's earned $1,500 just for earning this guy 10,000. And look at all these followers he has. So he's making a lot of money doing this, and he's got a really high accuracy. You could look back at his copy trades. He's not sitting on any losses. And we look back at his history, aside from the crash that he got stuck in, this dude's pretty long-term profitable in the crypto world. Of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money with these traders, but some of these guys are killing it. Some of these guys are killing it in the market right now. And hold on, guys. Carol's throwing a fit if I don't talk to her right now. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry, Carol wanted to tell me something and got kind of frustrated with me because I wouldn't stop what I was doing and tell her. But anyways, back to BitGet. Where'd it go? There it is. So yeah, you can see how profitable these traders are, and these guys are crazy, ridiculous profitable. And you can do so much different stuff on BitGet. Look at all this never-ending green streak here. Like, this dude has been killing it in the market, and there's a lot of traders just like this on BitGet that you can copy trade for trade. Super easy to do. You want to research them. The biggest thing you want to look for, guys, if you're looking for profitable copy traders to follow, is you want to look for how long they've been on the platform. Like, number one, this guy's been here for 244 days. You can see settled for 244 days. The other thing you want to look for is you want to make sure you want to go to this copy trade section right here, and you want to make sure they're not sitting on any losses, because some of these guys, like, watch, like, some of these guys never cut losses so that they can maintain a higher accuracy rate. So, like, let's look at this guy. If we go to his losses, let's see it. Yeah, look at this guy. This guy is sitting on 30 losses, 30 L's, and he's fooling people into thinking he's got a super high accuracy rate. He's fooling people into thinking he's 100% accurate when really he's not. He's just sitting on tons of losses here. Look at this dude's losses. You know, this dude is sitting on thousands of percent in losses just back to back. And so that's, you want to make sure they're not sitting on losses by going to copy trade right here. You want to look back at their history to see if they're really profitable. And then you want to see how long they've been there, because some of them lose their accounts and then just create a new account. And so those are the three things you got to do if you want to find successful copy traders. And of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money, but some of these guys are absolutely killing it in the market. Like, again, you look at this dude. This dude is not sitting on any L's. He's been on the platform for a long time, and he's made a ton of money. You know, $366,000. And again, you can be a copy trader yourself. You just got to become a copy trader. You could also go. No, here, come here, baby. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry, my dog was chewing up my cord. But yeah, the cool thing is that you can be a copy trader yourself. You just want to make sure that they're not sitting on a bunch of L's, that they've been on the platform for a long time, and that you can trust them. And so you want to look at how long they've been there, make sure they're not sitting on losses. And you can even paper trade if you want to be a copy trader yourself. And remember, they earn 10%. So you go to simulation trading here. Super easy to use. If you want to buy crypto, you go to the top right. All right, baby, go sit in your corner. Go sit in your corner. Good girl. Go. All right, you can stay there. But again, guys, you could also be a copy trader yourself. If you want to deposit, you just go to buy crypto at the top right and say, hey, I want to buy $500 using Visa or MasterCard, bank transfer, however you want to do it. And you just click purchase at the bottom right. Other people say that you can get around and get cheaper fees if you buy the crypto on Coinbase and then just send it over to BitGet. And you can do that as well. It's super easy to use as well. And they do have KYC verification in the US. So if you're in the US, you can trade futures, you can do copy trading, you can use this platform totally on the platform as well. And I'll post this link. They are a sponsor of our video. We try to keep everything short and sweet here. We don't post too much for the first few hours of the stream. And so at the very end of the stream, we make these pushes and understand like everything we put out there is free. We don't sell a course. We don't sell a service. We don't claim to be an expert. And we just teach everything to people for free without charging for anything. And so these affiliate ads do help subsidize the channel. And so if you appreciate our content, of course, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. If you want to check out BitGet, here's the link. Great way to show support. All right, we're back. Yeah, what happened to CFVI? We're still watching it to see if it holds at $14. It did spike up some. DWAC is ripping up some as well. So we're watching that also. Everybody green today? Let's ask. Green or red so far? Hey, later, Tiny. Have a good day. Sorry, I just missed it. Yeah, I gotta trade the SPY. Hey. DWAC not stopping. Yeah, I see DWAC going crazy, bro. Yeah, green. Nice. Congrats, guys. All right, guys, we're probably going to close it down for the day. We had some fun today. We ended green, and that's all we can really ask for. We're up $60 today, roughly, just under $60. So we'll take it. Not a bad day. And we'll see if we can continue it and keep it going here. But there's our P&L on the day. We'll see if we can keep it up. Good luck, guys. Listen, I love you all. Check out Benzinga. Benzinga, you can try out completely free for 2 weeks without even needing a credit card number. So if you want to try out these scanners and see how we're finding a lot of these big moving stocks, they have the best news service in the game. You can find any news release that you want on this platform. Like I said, best news release in the game. And I'll post this link for Benzinga. Again, on Benzinga, you can try them out completely free for 2 weeks. You don't even need a credit card number. You can just try them out. So if you've never used Benzinga, check them out. Great platform. And I'll post this link here. But yeah, listen, love you all. Good luck. Congrats, JB. Happy for you, bro. Good luck, guys. Listen, have a good day. We'll see you guys next time. And yeah, we'll see you guys.